and I was the one doing it.
What you was doing? I know you can't. Well, nah, it ain't double jeopardy. What you was doing?
I was performing unspeakable deeds in Alcatraz. That's why they shut it down.
You was pandering, wasn't you?
No, I was doing like satanic rituals. Like, think about
okay.
what they said the Nazis was doing.
What they said they was doing, or what they was really doing?
No, what they said he was doing. All the supernatural shit that they were saying Nazis was doing.
You really believe they was doing all that?
No, I'm just saying I was doing that. And that's why they shut down Alcatraz.
I know. But like, you really think they was doing all of that?
I wouldn't be surprised. Them niggas was wilding, yo.
I get the vibe that like they might have been doing some of that, but
like the whole trying to. I don't know about the whole. I don't. It's hard to draw the line because it all sounds crazy, but I know some of the shit is real. Like they definitely was doing experiments to try to make super soldiers like Captain 100%. America.
But to me, that's still going on. Like that's always gonna be true.
Yeah. The whole like demonic thing, trying to give niggas demonic powers and shit like that. I don't necessarily believe that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they was throwing some shit at the wall, seeing it was gonna stick. They was probably doing seances and shit, but they wasn't like devoting real manpower to that. Like
to me, that's like unverified. Like that's just like,
yeah, exactly. It's difference between Nazi science and Nazi demonology or some shit,
occultism or whatever they call
occultism. Yeah, occultism.
But you know what it is? I also think part of that is like a mythos, right? And again, please don't ever mistake me for being an apologist. But it's like this. You see, this is what happens, right? When you have to demonize people to a certain degree, right? Like, and so what better way to do that than introduce actual demons? Like, so I think to them, like again, to the victors, like I guess it made more sense to write the story that way because it explains why they did what they did. But then it's like, does it really? Because it doesn't.
No, it don't at all.
But it makes it more palatable, right? Because then if you think, oh, these niggas were just demons, they was just, oh, there was nothing that could be done to, da. Because if you really believed all of that, why you take all these scientists?
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so
the shit that they were doing in real life is worse than the imaginary shit that we have come up
that
with.
People have created. Yeah, exactly. Because like you
all
said,
the like the twin experiments, the freezing experiments, the gas experiments, and you know what's crazy? We're talking about Nazis, but some of the shit that they were doing in Japan is like 10 times worse.
Oh no! I remember reading something about that.
Them niggas was getting buck wild.
But think about it. Remember we had that episode. This was a minute ago. Remember we was talking about like Christianity and like how the Japanese would do it. That was the whole, they'll cut you open and then hang you upside down over the dookie. Like, they ain't bad. When it comes to atrocities, they, niggas getting a bag.
I'm about to get in my bag of atrocities.
No, you're not. You already did. You just said Alcatraz was you.
Nigga, that was Alcatraz. I'm about to take over.
That was a minute ago. I've been doing.
Not even just a minute ago. That was just one location.
But anyway, so what was we talking about before we started? The lady, I don't remember her name.
The woman that freed a prisoner.
Let me see. Oh, I don't care about her obituary. Stop that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Then Vicky White was her name, right?
Vicky.
So she was on the brink of retiring. She was 56.
That's crazy.
She was the county assistant director of corrections. Yeah, and so she was a widow with no children, and a special relationship. That was not outside of her normal work hours. What does that mean? He got special privileges, was treated different, and all that stuff, right? So the part that's wild to me is what was the question you were asking? You were saying, what type of game do a nigga gotta have? And my answer is none. You don't necessarily have to have none. Like, I need to know where the jail
down bad enough, desperate enough.
Lauderdale County Jail. All right, now, hold on. Lauderdale County Jail. Okay, we're in Alabama already.
Oh man,
Alabama already. Bad enough. I'm looking. Where is this place? Florence, Alabama. Now, I don't want to make any assumptions about Florence, Alabama. I don't. But what I will say is, realistically, there probably ain't a damn thing to do in Florence, Alabama. So what happens is,
if you I've been through there. That's a wild ass town.
Oh, it's a wild. Oh, okay.
the bull riding that they got in the fucking
Oh, the
bar
bull
there.
riding scene is crazy out there.
It's only one bull and one bar,
It's only one
but that
bull.
shit jumping. I tell you,
Apparently, they have a music festival every once in a while. Anyway, but my thing is, like, people have to realize that a lot of these people, like, when you've been working at that jail your whole life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is your life. Like, so to a certain degree, these people, the people inside the jail, become like not family, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's nothing else there. And they even said Shorty was a widow, no children. So you already know what it is. She formed a special relationship with the people inside. But you see that happen a lot. Like, it's why you see those guards who will get in there and they'll
get
be
pregnant
like,
by inmates.
well, one, but I was gonna say even the flip side is like you get the guards who will get in there and they just like, all right, I want to see two inmates fight to the death. Because it's like, bro, there's nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas are literally just detaching themselves from their work because it's just nothing but work. That's all
These
they
aren't
do.
even people at this point. I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm just working. So in this case, I don't think you have to have much game. I think it's just a matter of being put in the right position. And if you
But
find
it's the
somebody,
difference between being a guard and setting up a blood sport where inmates fight to the death, as opposed to jeopardizing your
oh yeah,
freedom
the
and your freedom
mastermind,
to
the
break a
jailbreaking,
nigga
yeah,
out.
yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. But again, I mean, I think it starts with you give them special privileges, you do all this other stuff, but then it get to a certain part where she just thinking to herself, well, hold on, I got enough pull here. Why don't I just get your ass out? Right? Like, and so realistically, Shorty sold her crib, right, for
Wow.
95 racks, less than
That's
half the
it?
market value, less than half that. She just had to get it off.
Yo.
Um, copped a whip. And they were found hours after. Oh no, the Ford that they bought was found abandoned hours after the escape. Um, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, he probably didn't plan most of it. I'm sure she did
He did
everything,
this.
and he was just kind of like,
He
all
was just
right,
like, yo, Shar,
I'm
you can
with
get
it.
me out? And she was
Yeah,
like,
I'm with it.
yeah, fuck it. I could do some shit. And he was just along for the ride.
And then that's what I'm saying. They're saying like the prisoner probably groomed her, and I was just like, this makes no sense. There's a power dynamic here. What are y'all talking about? Is
Yeah,
it is
how
it
could he,
like
nigga,
he yeah, like
like
groom.
she's a child, she don't have a brain?
Yeah, like, bro, you are 56
She's
years old
the,
and you're an assistant. What did it say? You were the assistant director of corrections for the county.
oh
Dog.
no, she high up.
Yeah, bro. This first off,
Assistant director of what for the county?
assistant director of corrections.
Nigga, she's higher than the warden in the prison he was in,
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. So it's like, dog, nah, I don't.
How
You
does a
definitely gonna have to
prisoner
listen with that.
groom one of the highest assistant director? Only nigga higher than her is the director. How does a prisoner groom the second most powerful person in the prison system
Yeah,
in this
especially when
city?
she was using her position to violate the policies and all that. So it's like, what do you like? You know
Anything
what I
to
mean?
blame the prisoner.
Yeah, of course. It's so much easier to just say it was this poor
This
you know what I'm saying?
misguided, misbegotten woman.
And so that's that whole thing. And then my thing is like I just don't know how they thought this was supposed to go because they escaped, they got found, and it pretty much was video everywhere. People fail to realize there is video cameras
Oh yeah,
everywhere. I don't
nigga.
even if you in Podunk, Alabama, it's video cameras everywhere.
That's why I walk around my UAV jammer everywhere I go.
That's why I
Anytime I
keep my
walk by a
mask on.
camera, it's be staticky.
That's why I keep my mask on so that facial recognition, devices can't catch me.
That shit don't work no more. They can still detect you with a mask on. You need one of them
Chill.
special masks that like fucks up the camera when you look at it.
To like the Slender Man mask.
Yeah, that's why I fucking like I said, I be walking around my UAV jammer. Cameras get fuzzy whenever they look in my
Bro, you live in
direction.
DC. You left the house with a UAV jammer, they will execute you.
They don't know where my house is because I got the UAV jammer on.
They don't got the jammer unjammer? The
Nah,
jammer lammy?
it was crazy. I went on a White House tour. Was that
You
last
planted a
week or the
UAV
week
jammer
before
in
last? No, they were telling us a bunch of shit about the White House and
there? In the jammed UAVs.
them niggas. Like I know the president got good protection and got crazy technology, but the technology they was telling us about, them niggas is wilding over there.
What you mean by that?
Like if you somehow get behind all the police that are watching the lawn to the White House, you
Mm-hmm.
take one step on that grass and you're getting gunned down. Not because people are looking, but
Oh, they got
because of
turrets?
sensors. You said what?
They got like turrets or something.
Not necessarily they got turrets, but they got snipers on the roof, and they have motion sensors in the grass. So you step foot on that grass, and the snipers is
Oh,
immediately
so
looking
they
at you.
yeah. He got the RoboCop helmet on.
That'd be crazy if they did have turrets, though. That'd be fucking wild.
Nah, turrets is nuts. I feel like once you get turrets in front of there, like I'm sorry, we got.
We're on the way to not even on the
Nah, ain't
way.
no
We
on
are
the way.
at
That's
dictator
yeah.
levels. You gotta
100% you
get
there
niggas out
already.
of.
Um, what I was gonna say, prison escape, doo doo doo. But yeah, so I mean, ultimately, I don't understand what the point of this was. I really don't. I don't
You think
understand
they?
like the.
You think she got what she wanted, and they fucked before they got caught?
I mean, I would assume so. But actually, maybe not because it's like y'all are so tense and you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit going on. You might just not even it's like remember when I was saying you saying the end of the world, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be fucking. And like, nah, some niggas are the opposite. It's like, bro, I gotta focus. Like
Nah, nigga, I'm so tense because all the shit going on. The only way I'm gonna focus is if I loosen up a little bit.
yeah, but
I
what happens
gotta.
when you loosen up when you on the run, dog? Like, come on now. Like
I'm gonna be running faster because my muscles gonna
you
be
gonna be running fast. You gonna
rejuvenated.
get caught, nigga. That's what happened.
No man,
And they got
they
caught
gonna be
anyway, so it
slipping
don't
and
matter.
sliding on ceiling like ASAP
So
Rocky.
oh man.
That's my defense mechanism.
That's it. What the slipping is
Like octopuses and squids be shooting ink. I be shooting semen.
You just shoot it at the ground. Well, it's the banana from Mario Kart.
Imagine a banana on an oil slick. That's how slippery it is.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I've only seen it once where like I accidentally dropped a banana peel on the ground and then stepped on it. Smooth almost slipped on it, and I was just hollering, laughing to myself.
That
'Cause
shit's real.
yeah, no, I know, because I was just like, this is some real cartoon shit, boy. I was
You
about to
know how
get
many
cooked.
times I seen videos of niggas online like, I'm gonna see if slipping on banana peels is real, and then niggas like
It is, cause
purposely
it's.
slipped on it and then like broke bones because they slipped a lot harder than they thought they would.
Mhm.
I remember one this nigga like a glass liquid on the seat, slipped on the banana peel next to grab on the sun on the way and knocked over and spilled off, and uh and he fucked up completely with it.
So you start playing them games. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not slipping on no banana peels on purpose, yo.
Nor semen.
But I mean, it only works on like certain surfaces. It's not gonna work on concrete. Concrete
No,
is
yeah,
too
no, of
rough to
course not.
slip on. But like on a linoleum floor,
Oh
nigga,
no,
that banana peel is skeeting.
yeah, on on somebody's kitchen floor, you cooked.
Yeah, no, you got a banana peel in somebody's house, nigga. It's over. You might die.
I ain't on mic, bro. You uncoordinated, you not catching yourself for that fall. You breaking a wrist or something. I'm
Nigga,
leaving
you're
here for something.
hitting your temple on the side of a counter.
I'm leaving here for something. Or the worst
God
is like,
forbid you live in a good house. You don't got like wood counters or some bullshit. You got a granite countertop that
or
you set your
marble,
temple
yeah.
on. No, you done.
He said, "Mm."
You're scared. Your skull is caved in.
You getting flashbang.
You fuck flashbang. You getting a concussion grenade in your mouth. That's how disoriented you're gonna be.
Nigga pulled the pin and closed your mouth.
I'm pretty sure you would die from that.
Yeah, no, of course.
I would
The
think.
concussion grenade, that should blow your damn head up.
First of all, are concussion grenades even real things?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know flashbangs. What's the difference between a flashbang and a stun grenade?
I'm not entirely
Because
sure.
I be seeing police use flashbangs, but Call of Duty has concussion grenades, stun grenades, flashbangs. I don't know what the difference
Well,
is.
I think with Call of Duty, you have to understand that everything's toned down. Like literally everything in Call of Duty. Concussion
Mm.
grenades kill people in real life.
I was about to say, what the fuck do you
They're
mean
not
tone
stun
down?
grenades, nigga.
Concussion grenades,
They are
they kill
TNT filled grenades.
TNT filled grenade. What?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. The MK3 hand grenade is a cylindrical concussion grenade designed to produce casualties.
Wait. So, isn't that just a normal grenade, but it has concussion in the name?
So there's different types, right? So they have fragmentation grenades, which disperse
Uh,
fragments.
okay.
Shockwave grenades, which are they like basically shoot out a wave. And that
I
is
don't like that. I don't like that because
Well,
niggas die
that's
like
what a
that.
flashbang is. A flashbang is basically a stun grenade in real life, right? Obviously
I
in
thought
well,
flashbang was just like a super bright light that like disoriented you or blinded you, fucked you up.
yeah. And what does that do? That stuns you, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah, but when you said
Nigga,
a
there's no grenade
wave,
that's just gonna
think
stop you
about
from
that.
moving unless it kills you.
No, no, obviously not. No, I'm thinking about when I see videos of niggas getting hit with explosions, especially like bomb squad niggas. A lot of niggas don't actually die from the actual explosion. They die from the blast wave
Yeah,
that
the
comes off of the
injuries.
explosion.
Hmm.
Like so niggas will get caught in like the I guess the concussive wave, the force of the explosion, and it'll like rupture their insides.
Yeah.
And ever since I seen the first video of that when I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me. And like so there's actual like grenades that do that. They don't have fragmentation. There's grenades that shit out a shock wave that ruptures your insides and fucks you up.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
they're like less lethal, quote unquote.
How
But
is how the fuck is getting your inside shredded versus some shrapnel getting stuck in your belly
I
less
mean, yeah,
lethal?
listen, dog. It's just like when they say rubber bullets are less legal, and it's just a
Uh,
bullet coated in
y-
rubber. Like,
yeah, I've never understood that. Like you don't instead of making an entire bullet made out of rubber, you just coat a normal bullet in rubber?
with rubber,
What
and then
what
shoot it at
fuck
people's
is
faces. Like,
what? What what type of shit are y'all on?
that's the evil corporations. That's the niggas from
Hey,
RoboCop.
that's the evil police state we currently live in. Fuck Robocop, we there.
It's the corporation's fault. Who the police protecting?
Oh, well, yeah, chalk to it. If we come up missing, we know we got a couple rubber bullets. So
Ain't no come up missing. I'm always gonna be available. But what was I actually gonna talk about before we mentioned grenades? I genuinely don't remember.
we was
I
talking about
guess
slipping on semen.
yes, we gonna slide past that because right before that we was talking about prison. So I guess since we on the topic of prison, guess we might as well address the big story, right? That's well, no, hold on. Before we
Young
address
Thug
that,
taking the fall from me.
listen, taking the fall from me. Before we address that, I guess we could address this is just a side note, but so remember Dave, right? With the what was it? The fake gun,
Oh,
the
Dave
knife
Chappelle,
within the
the
gun,
nigga,
the
yeah,
knife gun, the gun
yeah,
knife. No, it was a gun knife, right? Because it's a
yeah. It was a
gun.
gun knife. It was a gun when you pulled the trigger and the knife popped out. Yeah.
Nigga shooting, throwing out. I'm crying, but
What kind
so
of
it.
fucking comedy act is this nigga doing? Like, it's like when the Joker pulls out a pistol and it says "bang."
Yeah. So anyway, the company that was hired for Dave's show is the same company that was hired for Astroworld.
I saw that. Yeah,
And it was also the same company that was hired for the 2017 Vegas shooting.
I did not see that. These niggas have a terrible track record. Put these niggas out of business. What the fuck?
Oh, you know that's
These
not how we
niggas
do things
suck.
in America. We let anyone rock because that's the way. That's how freedom works.
This must be a huge company to keep getting such high profile business
Oh, it
like
has to be.
Vegas, Astroworld,
If
Dave
they're
Chappelle.
partnered with like Live Nation and niggas like that, it's Contemporary Services Corporation, right? Largest event security firms, one of in the country. And yeah, they don't do anything.
These niggas suck. They just be there in their security and name alone. You
And it
see
was
security around, so maybe you feel
so
less likely to do
there
some shit.
was also a comedian. I don't know. Tehran Van Gossri. This is a crazy name, but
Why is
they
it a crazy name?
because I can't pronounce it.
Okay, you
That's
dodged
it.
this one.
Uh, I mean, listen, if it was European, I'd have said the same thing. But so they basically said a guard ignored his warning, and a man with a backpack wearing a hood breached the barrier. And then within
Mhm.
1 minute from there, the guy was on stage.
1 minute?
Within one
How
minute.
that nigga? Oh my god, them niggas don't do shit.
Yeah, so basically the problem is it's supposed to be their hiring process, right? They're saying that basically someone who worked the show talked about them and pretty much saying that there's no real hiring process or safety protocols because they're just like, listen, bro, we got a big crowd, we
Yeah,
got a
I
big
saw
event,
that
we need
dude
to
that
get
was
people here.
interviewed after Astroworld. Yeah, they just said, "Show up, we'll give you a shirt."
Show up, we'll give you a shirt. Niggas don't know nothing about security, about or planning. They just nah, bro. Just stand on the side and look like you gonna beat somebody up, but don't
Nigga,
actually
you
beat
taller than
anyone up.
5'11"? You show up, bro. We need you.
You taller than that's the you taller than. Can you stand for 4 hours? All right.
I
Oh,
mean, I
we
can't
in there.
really. I mean, can I sit intermittently?
A
There's
dude's be
chairs
like,
around the stage, right?
yeah, niggas be like, I don't know if I can. You're hired. They gonna hire his ass anyway.
You didn't outright say no, so I mean,
I mean, we going. I mean, you gonna get hired, bro. So yeah, so that I mean, that's all I got on that. But yeah, I think we need to do more of you know, in them other countries, like when they what do they do? They call it, what's it, nationalizing? Like you just nationalize a business, or like the government just takes it and they just like, yeah, look, bro, I'm gonna take this from you. Like we need to start revoking niggas' license to operate, bro,
I
because
agree.
like
Well, I
we
mean,
should have
we
been doing
do revoke niggas' license to operate,
it. I
but the
mean,
problem
but
is
look what
once
it takes
business
though.
gets so big, I was going to say, once business gets so big, they not doing that no more.
Yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
usually the state or like a certification board that takes niggas' licenses away. But once a company is like multi-state, a company that operates across state lines in the
Mm-hmm.
entire country,
You big enough? You put enough money
you
in somebody else's
that's it.
pockets? Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Once you so big till you can grease a couple wheels, I mean, look at Disney.
So I'll
That's
tell you
another thing.
what.
I saw Disney has been affecting trademark
Oh yeah,
laws.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
see,
we can
that's
get
one
into
of the
that.
things I definitely knew about that. Like, not like knew the specifics of it, right? But
I had no idea about that. I didn't even know that trademarks expired after a certain amount of time.
no,
Like
I
I've
do.
always heard about shit
Mhm,
being public domain, but I never knew how something became public domain. Like the movie Night of the Living Dead, made by George Romero, one of the first zombie movies ever made, is public domain, meaning that if you make a movie or you make a song, you can have clips from that movie in your song. You don't have to pay anyone.
mhm,
I'm assuming it's public domain because just after so long, you lose the copyright, or maybe George A. Romero decided to make it public domain, but
mhm.
Disney has been holding on to the rights for Mickey Mouse for longer than any other company in history.
Oh yeah, yeah. And literally, like, there was two different acts that Disney was like hugely involved in to change the copyright laws and the extensions and all that. One was in '76, right? Because at the time, the copyright law in like 1928, when they released Steamboat Willie, uh, you were allowed 56 years of protection, right? And then they changed it to 28 years with the option to renew for another 28 in 1908, right? So under that provision, Steamboat Willie protections would have expired in 1984. So in 1976, what you think, Disney got active, right?
They changed
Um,
it to 96 years. That's what it's currently at.
they got real active, and so they started seriously lobbying. Well, there's two of them, so I don't think they did the '96 one yet. But then they started lobbying Congress to make changes to the act. And so
By
copyright law.
lobbying, you mean paying niggas.
Oh yeah, lobbying is just bribery.
Yeah,
It's just a keyword for bribery. But the funniest thing though is that up until this point, copyright law hadn't been changed in over like 70 years.
that's insane.
And
The
so of
only
course,
niggas that are worried about copyright are the biggest company in
right.
arguably the world,
Well,
maybe.
the problem with stuff like this though is that normal people should have been worried about it, but the problem is they can't do what Disney can, which is just buy people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
like with a lot of these issues, like even when like a net neutrality and all these issues, like they're important issues, but the problem is the people who actually
Are
need the
affected by
protection
it.
can't
Yeah.
get it because somebody with billions is just going, hey, look, rule this one. So of course they did all the lobbying. They enacted copyright reform, and then it allowed work to be protected for the author's life plus 50 years or 75 years for anything owned by a corporation, which pushed the protection for
Ah,
Mickey Mouse
here we go.
from '84 to 2003. And then so guess what? 5 years before the 2003 deadline,
Mm-hmm.
Disney was like, "Ah, I guess we got to get back to work."
Keep going,
Um,
man.
Yeah, and so they had one, and they got a Copyright Term Extension Act, and it allowed copyrights to last the author's lifetime plus 70 for corporations.
Author's lifetime plus 70?
Hmm.
Plus 70 years after a nigga dies.
Yeah, or hold on, I'm not done yet. For corporations, copyright law protects works for 95 years from original publication or 120 from creation, based on
Hey,
whichever expires
yo.
first. So this
These
pushed
niggas
Disney's
care that.
copyright claims to 2023. So I'm pretty sure that means we're gonna have Disney lobbying hard for some copyright laws within the next 2-3 days.
I would think they would have been more preactive for it. They did it 5 years before it expired. Why are they waiting next
Um, That's interesting enough. Maybe they just like, man, we don't need Steamboat Willie or something. I don't know. I don't. Steamboat Willie is
Yeah,
like the original.
that's my thing. I don't understand why. Well, I mean, no, I guess Disney has branched out a lot. They bought 20th Century Fox, they bought Marvel, but it's still at the end of the day, Mickey Mouse, Pluto, Donald Duck, all of them are still like what people think about when they think about Disney. So I guess they really don't want to let that go.
Well, when you think about it, Steamboat Willie is literally the first iteration of Mickey Mouse. Like they're
Yeah,
never
no,
gonna give that
that's
up.
why I didn't even mention Steamboat Willie.
Yeah,
I
they're
just
never
mentioned
giving
Mickey
that up.
Mouse.
They're like, bro, Mickey. It's like like when they got like comics and it's like Superman #1. Like nigga, they're
Yeah,
not letting that go. Like
Wolverine's first appearance,
yeah, exactly. Like
Detective
nah,
Comics #1.
they are not letting that one go. So yeah, no, I mean I could see that. I could definitely see this, and I can definitely get. You know what? I want to eventually do an evil corporations tier list. We got to go in our bag though, because it's obvious. It's easy to like just pick 10 really bad ones and then put everything in
Mhm.
the same tier. So we got to find like varying tiers of evil or
Ah,
evilocity.
that's hard. I feel like it's gonna take some time to get various levels of evil because
Well, we starting right now. I got that security company, and then I got Disney.
okay, well
You
yeah,
know where
no,
Disney gonna be at? Yeah,
security company is
security.
probably like a D. They're not even that evil.
I
They
give it a
just
C because I mean ultimately y'all jobs is getting niggas harmed, but
yeah,
yeah, y'all not so much so evil as y'all are just incredibly incompetent and it's
yeah.
harming people, which is still evil, but it's not like evil evil. It ain't like concentrated like
You
I
know
don't
what?
like
No,
y'all
I
evil.
will say it is evil because the
No, it
people they
is
hire
100%.
are incompetent, but the ones doing the hiring don't care. So that's evil by negligence.
And they yeah exactly, but that's why I say that would be lower on the tier list than like no I know I'm evil. Stop me.
Yeah, exactly. Like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the most
Oh
evil
yeah, like Coca-Cola,
companies, and that's
Nestle, all of
S
them type of
S
niggas. Like,
S
yeah.
plus tier.
That's why I'm like, I don't want to have a list with like 20 of those because it's just gonna be everybody in S tier.
Yeah, no. Nigga, Coca-Cola owns first off so many companies, but the main company that's super evil is Pure Water. I don't know if you guys know about Pure Water, but Pure Water literally just goes around to third world countries. They build up a bunch of schools and a couple buildings and all
Do
this
some
shit, and then
goodwill,
they
steal their
pump
water,
all the water out, leave
and
the
then dip.
town, and let niggas die. And they
hmm
just do this continuously without fail.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Nestle too. Don't get it twisted. Nestle
Nestle
too.
owns Pure Water.
Oh, okay,
So
never mind.
and then Coca-Cola
Say less.
owns Nestle. So
Ah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why
dude.
Coca-Cola,
Okay, so it's all under the same umbrella.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
exactly. It's
Didn't
all
know
the
that.
same shit. So yeah, that's SSS S plus tier.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since we're on the topic of evil, I guess we gotta discuss the niggas that's doing all the killings. Guess we gotta do it.
How
So for
about
the
the US police?
I'm talking about the YSL racketeering case. There
So
were.
I haven't looked into this deeply. Like
hmm
who are they killing?
Give me a second. I will pull up the 50 something page or 50 something count
It's
indictment
I
in
think
a
it's up
moment.
more now. I think it's up like 80 something.
Yeah, I think they raided this crib and found some more.
Yeah, they
Give,
raided crib and found guns and drugs.
give me one second.
Young Thug, I just gotta say, man, you have been out of the
Oh, go to the
criminal game.
agenda. I posted the paperwork. The 88 page indictment.
The 88 page indictment. You want to read that now live
No,
on the
no, no, no. We're
podcast?
not gonna read this. But what I'm saying is like just
No,
so you
no,
can get
just
an
yeah.
understanding of yeah. Yeah, so I don't even know where to start with this, right? Like
Why are they even still doing this? Is my question. Because Young Thug, I mean, it's a lot of rappers come up selling drugs and killing people and doing all this, but it's not like Young Thug just got on. He's been a rapper since like 2014, maybe 2013. Why does he still have guns and drugs in his crib?
I
Unless the
mean,
guns were protection and the drugs were for him.
none of this, bro. People don't understand. Like, think about it. If I've been living this way since 2013, why would I stop? Think about it. That's what most niggas is hard headed, right? So most niggas gonna need like a guy got to send you an overt message for you to be like, okay, fine, like, right? So you gotta understand, most of these people look at this is just the cost. You know what I mean? And plus, that's the life they ain't already. If you're already in that life, it don't even seem like it's, you know what I mean? Like to continue it is okay. I'm already doing this. I've been doing this, so I mean, it ain't nothing. They just keep
It's
doing
just
it.
more money to rap and do this. So
Yeah, and then at that point, you figure your click get bigger, you get more money, you doing well, you doing better for yourself. So it's like, come on now. One thing I did think that was interesting to me was that a lot of, well, first off, the first thing I realized was niggas do not read. Um,
hmm that's
that
facts.
was that was 100% the first thing I read because I remember so many times people sitting up here and pretending like Gunna was being charged for lyrics, and I was just like, with all due respect, do
You,
y'all genuinely think the police are stupid?
I was going to say,
I
were
mean,
people legitimately saying that, or were people just joking around?
no, there were people like first off, there's people who it's one of those things where like people who they're not gonna bother reading anything, but then they're gonna give their 2 cents. So it's
Because
like,
the whole thing is, whenever whenever a police organization arrests somebody for RICO specifically,
hmm
that is a heavy charge, and they've collected mountains of evidence.
yeah, it's a lot to it. Ain't no way
The
one song is gonna do you in.
Yeah, no, exactly. The lyrics from songs are just icing on the cake. If anything, the fucking song lyrics aren't even being used as evidence. They're just being used to sway a jury. Like, see, look at this
hmm
thug, look at this criminal. That's not being used as evidence. That's just
Yeah,
like,
it's just
see
like
how bad of a
circumstantial.
guy this is. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's literally circumstantial. Yeah. So
so that
nobody's
was.
getting arrested off of lyrics. I don't know why people think that.
But to me, it does spur the conversation of whether you should be able to use them in court. But to me, it's like I don't think you can't definitively say no. I think there has to be room for this because my nigga, if you're on a song talking about I smoke little Caesars, and then a nigga named Caesar got hit up like come on, bro, like they're gonna
So
use it.
my thing is, I agree and disagree. I don't think songs should be used because I feel like art. A lot of niggas be capping, and we know a lot of niggas be capping. So when
hmm
a niggas be talking about shooting shit and selling drugs, a lot of niggas be lying. So I feel like artistic integrity should be plausible deniability. But at the same time, if you're saying specifics and you're listing names and dates and times, you're dumb. That's stupid. Yeah, lock that nigga up. He deserve it.
Well, so for me, the reason why to me, my issue is I feel like we only do this based on who it is and what the crime is. Because let me change it up just a little bit, right? Let's say you I don't know. We can even change the race, right? Let's say you're a white guy and you got accused of rape, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's wild." Then they start going through your songs, and guess what your songs got? Guess what's in your songs?
Put Molly on in her champagne. She don't
Right,
even
and
know
and
it.
you doing it over and over and over again. Now suddenly, when it come to that, we gonna use
Nah,
them
that's
lyrics. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, nah,
So this is
that's yeah.
so this is what I mean. Where I'm not. That doesn't necessarily mean he did what he did, right? But it's a reason why you would speak on that and then live that and
First off, you gotta be a sick nigga to openly talk about essaying people.
I mean you gotta be a
You're
sick nigga to talk
you're
about openly killing people
I
too.
mean, that's the way our society is set up.
I know, but my thing is that's my issue. It's like the issue is that we will, we can draw the line very clearly when it comes to essay, like you said, and I think we should. But then the problem is with this, suddenly there's ambiguity. Suddenly it's yeah, but like, come on, bro. Haven't we all made a song saying we were killing nigga? Like, like it's like, bro, it's like, do you just like these people? Do you like? Listen, I like that. I like their music. I love their music. But dog,
Oh
you,
yeah.
y'all, y'all are old. Listen, ain't no fooling me. I don't even pay much
Nigga,
attention, and it ain't no
I
fooling.
love Thug. He's one of my favorite artists. I have not defended this nigga one time since all this shit. In fact, I've been making jokes about it. I
Yeah,
mean, would I be sad if I don't get another Thug song for 20 years? Yes. But if he goes to jail, am I gonna feel bad? No. I'm just gonna keep making jokes. First of all, this shit don't got nothing to do with me. So I mean, why the fuck would I care? And I don't know why people. I don't understand people defending artists like they're paying them. I don't get it.
yeah,
First
and
off, didn't Bobby and his crew get hit with Rico too?
Yeah,
Worst case scenario,
and we
Thug
knew
would be
they
out in
did.
7 years. Yeah.
But that was my thing. Like, it was just, it's just, to me, it's just too much. It's too much favoritism, right? Where like y'all know damn well. Like again, obviously it's their job to prove it. But then that's the part that killed me. Niggas be, oh, you the police. I'm like, bro, I'm the police for looking at their work and saying, yeah, they probably got a good case. Like,
No, the fact that you're not vehemently against them even being arrested means you the feds.
yeah, I'm just like, bro,
Nigga,
this
I
is
don't
why
give a
niggas don't
fuck
get
if
nowhere
any of
in
these
life,
niggas
bro. Because
arrested,
y'all
bro. I
niggas look
don't.
up to killers. This is exactly why. Y'all look up to killers,
Exactly.
but y'all sit up here and badmouth all these white folks for doing the same shit. Let a white person be doing, replace all of this killing with a white man leading it. And I promise you, y'all want him strung up.
I want that nigga head on a
Forget,
pipe.
yeah, forget jail. Yeah, I want him executed.
Nigga,
Right?
I'm not even talking about other niggas. I'm talking about me specifically. I want that nigga head on a pipe.
Right. But then that's my whole thing. But then let you make a little song that they like to dance to. And then suddenly them killings is different. Suddenly I'm gonna see them killings in time. Yeah, I know, but like, son, did you hear Slime season
Bro,
3?
this
Like,
shit,
did you really
this
hear
shit is
Slime
a
season 3?
bop though. They
Like, bro,
want
y'all
to see
clearly
niggas
didn't
not
listen to
dance.
Wyclef Jean. Like, there's no way I heard it. But like, that's my thing where I'm just like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't. And one thing that killed me was all of this. How do I describe it? Like these niggas turning these niggas into heroes, or not heroes, but like
Yeah,
niggas
no,
acting
no,
like
no,
they
no,
Martin
no.
Luther
I
King.
saw that shit, and that shit
Metro
immediately
Boomin
made
did it,
me
but a lot of
vitally
other
angry.
niggas did it too. I heard Joe and them niggas, Joe Budden and them niggas did the same thing where they pretended like, yo, when the nigga gets something going, and they was talking about him buying 100 acres to make Slime City, and I'm like, bro, is that what
You
we
know,
doing, dog?
the
Is that what
crazy
we
thing
doing?
about all these people trying to turn Young Thug and Gunna and all these people into martyrs, they only use the same two situations. The only
Mm-hmm.
all these people talking about it have only the only things that I've heard is Young Thug and Gunna paying bond for a bunch of people that did nonviolent offenses, and then Young Thug hugging a disabled fan. That's
Oh,
that's
that
all
that
I've
definitely
heard.
excuses it. That last one.
Yeah, and it's the same example for every single nigga that I've seen say free Thug.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the same two examples.
Yeah,
And
and
don't get me wrong, those are definitely good things. But I
it's not,
mean,
no. It doesn't off, like, again. It's like, put it this way, right? Let's say I'm a billionaire, right? And I displace people from their homes, and for 6 months, yeah, y'all got to figure it out. Some of y'all homeless, some of y'all remained homeless, some of y'all found a crib, some of y'all struggled, some of y'all might have died. And then 6 months later, I donate some money to the same people I kicked out. Do that make up for me kicking y'all out and ruining some of y'all lives? No, it don't. It do not. So I don't understand how you gonna tell me I can whack niggas, I can kill niggas, I can serve dope, I can shoot out in the streets, I can, you know what I mean, threaten niggas, I can do this, I can do that, I can do all of
you can
this
say whatever
and
you want,
donate some
and
damn money.
you
And
can
I'm like, bro,
say
Pablo
whatever you
Escobar
want.
was doing it.
Yeah, yeah, he was. Fucking American Gangster Frank was buying turkeys for niggas for Thanksgiving.
Literally. So I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. Y'all niggas got it fucked up. It ain't no way you get to exploit niggas and do all the nasty shit you do and then sit up here and pretend like, yeah, well, I did a little Thanksgiving drive, so
And my whole thing is everybody saying that he's innocent. Does nobody remember when his literal manager shot up Lil Wayne tour bus because they was beefing? Like Thug is really bit. I
or when
just
he literally actually tried to get YFN Lucci whacked and then said online, if I didn't like what you did for your mama and your baby mama and your
I
kids, I'd have
would.
killed you.
Yeah, exactly. What I don't get is niggas will pick and
Like,
choose
no.
situations. Like when Young Thug first came out, niggas is saying he was fake, he was pussy,
I
he was
remember
all
that.
this because he was wearing a dress, right?
And what he
But
do?
then he started getting niggas whacked. He
hmm
started trying to attempted
The
murder
nigga said,
people.
nah, you got it. You a little
Yeah,
different, but you got it.
yeah, exactly. And now niggas like free him, free him.
He
He
ain't
tried
really
to
do that.
kill
He was
Lil
just funny
Wayne.
dressing nigga.
No,
Like,
Lil Wayne, one of the best rappers of all time, if not the best rapper of all time. He attempted to murder him, and you niggas just he didn't really do that. Nigga, his manager acted upon his own interests. Young Thug was wearing a dress. Why the fuck would a nigga wearing a dress try to kill young Lil Wayne? Why would he even try to kill YNF Lucci? What was they beefing over? What's it? when he said, "If I didn't like what you did for your mom, I would have killed you," he didn't really mean that. He was just talking.
Yeah. Not to mention niggas was saying YSL wasn't a gang, and I'm like, bro, listen. I, with all due respect, y'all niggas know how gangs work. Y'all in them. Y'all know them better than me.
Yeah.
So don't ever in y'all life sit up here and try to convince me, a nigga who don't know nothing, who can still see it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and then what kills me though is you get these niggas who are like, y'all got straight out of street shit and da da. Nah. First off, this was street shit, but once you started killing niggas who wasn't street, this is my business now. This is my business now. Like,
Yeah, that's what
that's
someone
the
when I
shit that
said
kill
I
me.
didn't
Y'all
know
can't.
how deep this went, how deep this shit went. Who did they slaughter?
They were
That
saying there was over 50 murders that they connected to this. Right now, if I
oh
look at who
YSL, god damn!
now hold on, let me look at the actual
I'm not gonna
counts,
hold you.
the
50 is a
indictments.
lot.
So
50 is a
so two is murder, right? Then we got aggravated assault, da da da. So we got let's see. There's a murder right there. Damn, this nigga got everything. Oh my god.
Who is this nigga? Young Thug specifically, or
No,
who in the group?
this is Briss. I don't know who that is.
I don't know none of the niggas in
Nah,
YSL
I
besides
wouldn't.
Young Thug, Duke,
Yeah,
Gunna.
Young Thug, Duke. There's a couple other niggas like Yak Gotti. That's it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Yak Gotti, yeah, the dog.
and that's like about it. He said the dog.
Yeah, the green one from the album cover. Yeah, I don't know none of these other niggas.
But yeah, so no, there's a couple attempted murder charges in here. There's like, so that's my
I
whole
don't
point.
know how you can say they're not a gang because it's not a record label like Cash Money or it,
Well, it is a
we
record
don't
label,
know. I mean, you can
but
say
it
it's a
don't
record label,
matter.
but
You're
how many of
also a
these niggas are
gang.
rapping? No, even no, fuck that. Let's just be literal. How many of these so-called rappers on this record label are rapping?
Like
Like we
four.
just listed the niggas we know. We know Young Thug, we know Duke, we know
That's a
Gotti,
label. Five
we know
niggas
the
is a
dog.
label. I'm not worried about that.
But all the
You
other
are a
niggas
gang
that's on
and
the
a
label.
label. No,
That's what
my
I'm
thing is,
saying.
I'm not gonna argue or. It's not an or situation. It's not like you're either a label or a gang. No, nigga, you're both. You are a music label that participates in gang activity. Don't lie to me. I see it. I'm watching it, bro. Everybody talking about I die over this YSL shit. They can fuck with YSL. We gonna slaughter these niggas. Da da da. Come on, bro. We all seen the tweets and it like, bro. No one goes that hard for something and then say, oh, it's just a label. I'll kill for my label, bro. Whoever said I'll shoot a nigga, I'll smoke a nigga for Atlantic
Nigga,
Records,
I will get a nigga out of here for Def Jams, bro.
bro. No, on everything for Sony Records. You
Yeah.
don't want to know what I do.
Now, all jokes aside though, real shit. I will kill somebody to get another Def Jam Streets of New York or Vendetta, some type of
Oh yeah.
remake
I feel
or
like the only issue now though is like because a lot of them niggas not Def Jam no more. It's like how do you get the sign off?
yeah,
Like
I feel like that's why we haven't gotten a new game because Def
yeah.
Jam is I don't even know who's on Def Jam anymore.
Currently, oh yeah, currently I couldn't even tell you. But I'm not even talking about current, like, because I wouldn't use that many current niggas. I'd rather you use
No, I want an updated rapper wrestling game with like niggas
Def
that are
Jam ain't
currently
gonna
out.
have too much. Like, let me look. I'm looking at
That's
Def
what I'm saying.
Jam.
It don't have
They
to be
got
Def Jam. I just want some other label to put out. But then again, rappers are split up much more than they used to be. Like now, everybody used to be Def Jam before, and now niggas are with Montana 300. Niggas under Gucci label,
yeah, niggas are
niggas
under this label, which is under another label, and then under this label, and yeah,
Payback Music. I don't know what label them niggas are under.
it's some. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know half of these niggas, but I guess you could do something with this. I don't know. Yeah, who did she bad?
This is still Def Jam.
I'm looking at Def Jam. They got let's see, they got Two
I feel like
Chainz, Big Sean, Amir
Two
Ob, who I
Chainz
mean, I don't know
is
how he
under
do in a
Def
Def
Jam.
Jam game. The thing with this though is like you have to understand a lot of niggas are signed to like a distribution
Labels that are
deal
signed
or they're
to
signed
other
to another
people.
label. So
Yeah.
it's confusing sometimes. Like you'll get some dude who signed to this guy, but he distributes his music through this guy, and
Mhm.
then he does marketing through this guy or some
I feel
some other
like Def Jam probably makes most of the money now based off of distribution. A lot of people are signed to other smaller labels,
shit.
but uses Def Jam to distribute their
Yeah,
music.
for sure, because they know they have that, they got that that thing.
That
Because
pull.
they
Yeah.
got Fab, they got Fredo Bang, Jadakiss, Jeezy, Hit Boy, Jeremiah, Kanye apparently, which again is probably like a distro
I
because
mean, yeah, yeah, I get that.
Nas, you got Pusha T, Public Enemy,
They got
uh,
they got some names.
Trouble, Tiana Taylor, if you want to do the women, YK Osiris. Your
YK
YG.
Osiris, yo.
Yo, YK Osiris is not a musical artist, yo. That
I've
nigga's not
never heard
dropped
a
a
single
song.
song from the niggas ever.
I have. He's not very good, but he hasn't dropped a song in like 8 years. All that nigga doing is hanging
I
out
don't
with
even
Drake
know how he's
and begging.
surviving. Yeah, well, begging. Yeah, that's how he's surviving. Yeah. Because he ain't putting out music. He not touring. He can't be touring. I refuse to believe YK Osiris is touring. If I Google and see that this nigga Hardy Kitty, if I Google YK Osiris and see this nigga has tour dates, I'm
He
gonna
said,
commit an act
bro,
of
he
violence.
probably does. You have
How?
to.
Who? Who?
You
Who? Like
have
his
to.
2022 concert tour dates, bro. These tickets
What's
better
going
be
on?
good. Okay, cool. I think
He
it's about.
say come to me with all that stuff. Y'all
Like
be
when
Wisconsin and you like YSL music? Are you serious? Like
yeah, you from a whole different state, nigga.
you
You
know
from
you don't even live
Idaho
there,
talking
bro.
about
Yeah.
you want to see black men go to jail. Meanwhile, YSL is
Shooting
harassing
up
the
my
worst hood in
hometown.
ATL.
Yeah. Like, bro, get out of my face, bro. Y'all niggas are groupies, bro. This shit is
Literally.
amazing.
Literally. Literally.
That and then even the other thing where people was talking about like people shouldn't be able to use lyrics. I'm like, bro, and people's it was a dude who was saying like, yo, y'all be screenshotting niggas tweets, doing the this you every single day on here, retweeting it, reblogging it, and y'all telling me I shouldn't be able to use real lyrics about racketeering in a racketeering case. And people's like, well, they shouldn't be doing that either. No, they should be when it
No.
applies. Bro, listen, if you working with black kids and you were saying some foul shit about black kids, no, sorry. We gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah, no, you don't need to be working
Just
with black
like
kids if you say some foul shit.
Just like if you being accused of racketeering and you talking about some racketeering, yeah, we gonna have to use that. Sorry.
One thing that really pissed me off about this whole situation is the amount of people that kept saying, well, I never see white people get hit with the RICO.
They made it for
Nigga,
white people.
tell me you
Read.
don't know
Read anything.
history without. Nigga, they literally made RICO to take down the mob, yo. They literally made it for white people.
Read anything.
They,
Somebody mentioned the KKK, and I was like, bro, they were. Oh man, y'all don't look nothing though.
what the fuck? Y'all, y'all niggas be so stupid. It be making me mad. Like, black people face real issues daily, hourly, minutely. Not everything is a social justice issue. Sometimes niggas do crimes.
And
You don't have to say
sometimes
why
the
white
crimes
people
are
not.
wrong.
Yeah, it's not like y'all do. This is the same shit y'all was doing for R. Kelly. Well, white people be
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, everyone.
sexually assaulting people. Why they not getting charged like
I'm
R.
like, oh,
Kelly?
okay, so just let it all go.
Let it, yeah, let
Just let it
everybody
all
that's
go,
ever
right?
done it. Yeah,
Fucking dummy, shut up.
oh, no.
Let it all
First
go,
off,
right?
Rudy Giuliani literally made his claim to fame as a lawyer and led to him becoming the mayor from getting niggas hemmed up on RICO charges. That's what
Mm-hmm.
he did. That's how he got famous.
Yeah. It's just like I said, people. The thing I also hate though is not more so than people don't read. People discuss topics they don't truly care about,
Yeah.
but then they get mad when you care,
Yeah,
right?
they
Like
get
it's like,
mad when you don't even really care about this topic, but you're correcting me on something,
and you
and
dead
I don't
wrong,
like being corrected.
and then when I come back and I hit you, bruh, you going mad hard for? Oh, that's what we doing now.
Niggas love, yeah, when niggas don't really care about a situation, but you correct them on something, bro. You really care about this shit, bro. Go suck
Like
Young Thug dick, then, bro.
that's one thing I do hate though. Like you get these people who, again, they don't have like they'll discuss a topic with you. Like it don't matter what it is. It could be abortion. It could be anything, and like they don't really care that much about this. And then once they recognize that you care, it's just like, oh, all right, never mind, forget it, bro. You
Why
really
are we
think
even
you
talking
really, yeah.
about
And it's
this?
just like, so then what did you what? You just wanted to
What did
get
you
a
gain from
sentence
this?
off? Like I don't understand. Like
I
we
just
didn't want,
wanted to talk about the hot topic that everybody else is talking about.
and I ain't have nothing to contribute to it. So instead of looking into it, I just
I'm
said
just a
some shit.
mouthpiece repeating what I keep seeing.
And the moment you disagree with me, I'm just going, all right, y'all, man.
I didn't even really care, bro. You
Y'all
got it,
be
bro.
doing too much. I'm like,
Uh,
okay. Oh my
that's
god,
just what the internet breeds these days,
is this
honestly.
old footage or did Ezra Miller get arrested again?
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Where'd you see it?
This has to be old. How are
No,
you
where'd you
still
see
getting
it, bro?
arrested? It's on the Daily Mail. Oh no, okay,
It's
this is
Daily
March
Mail. It's
28th.
probably
This is
old.
March 20th. Okay, I was about
Okay,
to
I was
say
about to say
this
this stuff is
cannot
old.
be a fresh arrest, bro.
Nah,
Someone
she
has
has.
to put him under.
How? What I want to know is how does he keep getting arrested with so many pending cases and so many allegations? Why aren't they just keeping him in jail? Or why
I
aren't
don't.
they deporting him from Hawaii?
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean, you
real
can't
question,
deport
bro.
somebody from a U.S. territory, I guess.
So I
Maybe.
don't know what his instances have been. I don't know how bad they've been. I assume they
I mean,
haven't
he
been
threatened to kill some people.
okay.
He
Never mind. I was gonna say
literally choked someone
I
out.
thought
He
they wasn't
broke
that bad,
into
but
a
yeah, nice
nigga's
bugging.
house. He broke into a nigga's house or apartment or hotel rooms. Like, yo, you and your fat wife, bro. You niggas are dead, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you niggas.
Yeah, I mean it's just between him and then even um, I haven't really looked into any of the facts because I'm not planning to, so I won't even speak on the facts. But like, it's like the Johnny Depp and the Amber Heard case, right? Where it's just like it's the same thing where people pick sides. They pick a
Mhm.
side and they go for who they like. And I'm just gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. From what I've seen, it looks like both of them niggas wasn't shit. I don't know who was more not shit. I don't care.
Oh no, it's definitely Amber Heard. She's definitely more not shit than
Yeah.
Johnny Depp
But from
for
some of
sure.
the things I've seen, nigga, Johnny Depp wasn't this innocent nigga y'all swearing he was. But
Oh
again,
yeah,
no one
no,
cares because it's like, well, she did it.
she's definitely
Okay.
the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
she
So is
she
that all
duped
that
him,
matters?
but so I feel like they were obviously shitty people. He was definitely probably emotionally. I don't know. Depends. He was emotionally abused. But I don't know. It's like that, or because she was wilding out, he just fucking. I'm finna act out too. Then fuck this bitch. But
Well,
she was definitely physically abusive throughout the whole
oh
shit.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean I've heard the recordings. I've seen, so I've definitely seen uh that part where it's just like nah, she's bugging
And
out.
the reason why I think people side with Johnny so much is because Amber Heard tried to ruin his career and lied and said that he was physically abusive when she was the one that was abusive.
Hmm.
So everybody has been firmly against her for years after that came out.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean so
And
that's
she deserves it for lying.
but to me, I think the weirder part is again, it's kind of just more so about same way like they're doing the Gunna case where it's like you get all these people who just pick sides based on anything, right? Like they'll just, oh, I see her in court. That's not real tears. I'm like, bro, what? Are you a tearologist?
No, that
How do
video
you?
of her snorting cocaine though, that was clear as
I mean,
day.
that looks shaky. That looks very shaky. I'm not gonna
That's
hold you. I've never seen
nah,
anyone
that's
use.
wild as fuck.
I've never seen anyone use a tissue in that manner.
Nah,
But
nah, that was Boulder Dash.
yeah, but it sure looked suspect. I'll give you that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it is. But again, I've never seen someone use a tissue like
I
that.
know what happened. I know damn sure
I know what I think. I know what I think.
and I
And that's
know
what
you
I
right
said.
for thinking that. For
Um,
anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, there's literally a clip of Amber Heard in the what is it, a witness seat?
Like in
Uh,
on the stand.
she's on the stand
She took it
and
to trial.
she takes a tissue and people are like, you think she's gonna wipe her nose, but she takes like one corner of the tissue and holds up to her nose and sniffs it and then rubs her nose. And then after she puts the tissue down, she sniffs like a few more times. And
Hey, look, man. Some people got some, different nose cleaning
nah,
techniques, yo. You just you just
nah,
never.
bro.
It might just be a technique you haven't seen before.
Yeah, I never seen anybody snort coke in a courtroom
Chill.
with a tissue before.
Chill.
That's ballsy. I'll give her that. I will give her that.
I mean, what would they even do about it? Like, that's the thing.
I
You
don't know.
right. What are they
First
gonna
off,
do about it?
you're wild as fuck for going into a courtroom full of police and judges and the prosecutors and lawyers with cocaine on your possession.
Am I
That's
wild if it
insane.
worked? Am I truly wild if it worked? He said yes.
Yeah,
You're
but
still wild. It
you
just
know
worked.
what? I kind of respect it. Honestly, I respect it. Don't they be
Um,
having drug dogs in courtrooms? I've been to court a few times and I've
it
seen drug
depends.
dogs.
I
It's
feel like
not.
in this case they wouldn't because they don't got nothing to do with none of that, so they don't really
Yeah, it's
care.
a civil case, so
But not
yeah.
now, if you was getting locked up for some drugs, oh yeah, they gonna make sure.
Nigga, I've been to court a few times and I've seen
Nigga smell
many
your
a
shirt.
drug dog in the courtroom.
Is that weed
Not
on
in the
your shirt?
courtroom,
You
but
got
like,
butt on you right now. You're like, bro, no,
no,
I,
I just
I,
smoked before I got
I
here.
smoked a couple days ago. Relax.
And you know, police obviously dirty as fuck. Most of the time, them dogs don't be smelling shit. The police be
They just
using
guide them.
like
Oh yeah,
marks to
oh
yeah
yeah. I
to
remember I
have the
read a
dogs.
whole study on that about how most of the time it don't got shit to do with dog. Like, and nigga, I seen it firsthand. Like, when I was in college, I got hemmed up for that specifically. They bought the drug dogs in. The dog didn't find no blood in my room. Right, cool. Later on, I'm cleaning my whole room out, doing all of that shit, da da da, bang bang bang, boom, right.
Mhm.
And so I pick up my laundry to go do laundry, and a dove fall out of my damn laundry.
A dub, not even like a little bit of
Yeah, not
weed,
like a
not
crumb, like
not.
a full gram, like fall
Yeah,
out of my shit. And so I'm like, dog, them dogs don't smell shit. They don't know nothing. These niggas just be trying.
yeah,
They just be.
yeah. I've been
I think it's over there. Go get it, boy.
yeah, I've been stopped and racially profiled by the police a number of times in my life.
I told him
I
to
don't
do that.
talk. Thank you.
Don't
I don't
thank me.
talk about it a lot because it's very traumatic as a black man getting racially profiled. You know, it's just something you never really get used to or get over. I'm joking because it's happened to me like 5 times. But um the worst time, I've had my car searched for weed a bunch of times, but only one time did they tear my entire car apart. They ripped up everything. All my shit was all over the place. They didn't find nothing. And them niggas made me wait 45 minutes for a canine unit to get there to have a dog search, only for the dog to not find anything.
Yeah,
So
that is
then
nuts.
they have the dog, they marked it, like they did the little hand signals and made the dog jump up on my car and scratch the shit in certain places that they already searched and
Hmm.
didn't find nothing. So I just
Like,
got,
bro, couldn't possibly be
obviously,
there, dog.
they searched again and didn't find nothing. They let me go after like an hour and a half, and I got scratches all on my car, and I just gotta hold that. My car torn apart, it's shit thrown all over the place. It's scratches on the outside, and there's nothing I can do. I just gotta hold it.
Hmm.
That was the worst racial profiling I have ever
Yeah.
experienced,
See,
and
that's
this
that's
was
like the full
South
extreme.
Carolina,
That's
so fuck
that's
sir,
one of them
fuck
ones
South
where they
Carolina.
don't even care how I look. They just like,
Yeah,
look,
no,
bro, no, no, no. You know I'm profiling you. Don't let me find nothing.
yeah, exactly. No, I'm gonna
Don't let
search
me. And
this
even if I
bitch
don't find
as
nothing,
long as it takes.
you don't know how close I am to playing. So you don't know how close I am. I'm so close to just making you guilty.
I just, nigga, if they did have something, I would have been going to jail because they would have planted it. But
Hmm.
they must have not had none because they didn't
Should he
plant
pull
it,
it out? Oh, what's this? And you like, bro, I know that ain't coke.
nigga.
He said, I know that is not cocaine.
Coke. Bro. You
He could be
couldn't even plant
furious, bro.
weed.
I
You
don't
gotta
even
plant
know where
something
to.
worse,
He said, I don't even know where to get coke, bro. Come on, stop. Don't do
bro.
this.
Drug test me right now, bro. I swear I don't do coke, bro. I swear. Bro, if they would have fucking planted some shit, I would have been fucked because I was traveling across state lines and I was in South Carolina with Georgia plates. And this
Oh yeah.
was middle of nowhere, bumfuck South Carolina on the way to
Mm-hmm.
Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been in deep dookie.
Yeah, white man when got you hemmed up.
Them white man, because remember he
Them white
called
man.
for
Yeah.
backup. Yeah,
Speaking of them white man, this is a perfect
them
transition.
crackers.
Let's talk about Ozark.
All right, you gonna
uh,
be the main one talking about because I haven't seen a single
oh, you
season of
haven't seen it?
Ozark.
Oh no. Okay, we'll skip it then. We'll skip it then. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
No, you'll talk about it for the niggas that want to hear about Ozark
it.
because I know niggas want to hear about Ozark. I know
Okay.
it got my man Jason Bateman in it, star of Arrested Development
Gang gang.
and various other projects.
Mm-hmm.
The stock white man that he be dressed in the same thing in every show.
He literally and he acts the same way in every show. It's hilarious. Every show. It's I don't think that's such a good idea. Ruth.
At least they got a consistent white man to do that. Like Denzel acts the same in every movie. It's
Yeah.
always Man on Fire, Deja Vu, Equalizer. But I'm glad the white people got it consistent too.
So okay. So I guess we'll do a little episode by episode joint. So it's 7 episodes. Um, I could start with the ending, but that'd be a little too easy. So for obviously, there's gonna be spoilers here. So listen, if you don't want to hear this, you know, come on now.
Bro, I've never
Just
seen a single episode. You gonna ruin the whole series for me?
no,
Wasn't
no,
this the
no, no.
series finale?
This is like the last half of the last season.
Oh, last half of the okay, okay.
Um, so yeah, so pretty much they started off this half addressing the cliffhanger from the last half. Um,
What was the cliffhanger?
the cliffhanger was pretty much there's a woman named Ruth. You seen the blonde girl that looked like Justin Timberlake, right?
I suppose I have.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe
You never seen it? Remember when Justin Timberlake used to have a blonde hair a minute ago?
the curls,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. She
ramen
looked.
noodles.
Niggas was saying
No
that was
way,
her.
somebody got
She
that
looked
hair
like
in
her.
2022 or
No,
when
that's
was
like
the
that's what
last
her
one?
hair looks like in the show. It's a girl. They said they
No,
be
but
calling
that's what
her
I'm
Justin
saying.
Timberlake.
Why does her hair look like that in 2022
She white and they
or
from Missouri,
2021,
bro.
whatever?
Relax. They got bigger things to worry about. So
Okay.
pretty much the cliffhanger from the last season was
Wait,
there was
Ozark is set in Missouri?
hmm
That's a weird state for a drug
well the
accountant
Ozarks
guy to
are
be in.
in Missouri. They're a real place in Missouri.
Oh, this whole time
hmm
I thought the show was about like a drug cartel accountant
It is in Missouri.
in
He
Missouri.
he was in Chicago originally, and then he ended up picking Missouri because it was I think it was more so like I think it was the quietness. Again, that was a long time ago, so I actually don't remember. But it was like he was
Mhm.
looking for somewhere quiet to handle his business. Um, but yeah, so pretty much it starts with damn, you don't know anything about this. I'm just gonna say names. You won't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, I won't. I won't. Unless the name is funny, I won't disrupt you.
Oh yeah, so basically there's Hobby who is like the
Hop. No, just,
who is he the nephew? I think he's the nephew of like the cartel boss. And so pretty much he was one of those niggas where he was like lining himself up to be next. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so the last season ended with or not the last season, the first half ended with the actual cartel boss Omar going to prison, and Hobby is pretty much kind of like looking after everything while he's in there. And so, of
Okay.
course, while he's looking after anything, he start digging and he start doing all mad extra shit. And so the white guy and his wife and their family is kind of like, nah, we gotta get him out of here. So the first
Mhm.
half of the season ends with him killing this
The
girl
first half of
Ruth's
this season.
of season 4. Yeah, the first half of season
Okay.
4 ends with him killing Darlene and Wyatt. And so
Is
Darlene
the
was
is the wife in on this, or is she more
yeah,
like
everyone's in on it. The
Skylar
whole
from?
family's in on it.
So it's not like a Breaking Bad situation where Skylar was kind of being a bitch about it.
Oh no no no! I mean, she is kind of a bitch about it, but no, they're in on it.
Okay.
I think there was like a small window in season like 1 where she wasn't, but you kind of, when you watch a nigga get killed in episode 1, like, like you kind of got to tell your wife something.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it starts with her getting her revenge, killing the dude who killed her cousin. The only reason why she killed, or the guy who killed her cousin, was because her cousin was marrying a woman, and the woman he married was pretty much trying to disrupt the Jason Bateman's like whole flow of drugs because she had her own shit. So she was like, no,
Right.
no, no, I'm gonna sell my shit. And he was just like, "That's not a good idea, my nigga.
Yo,
I'm telling you,
niggas just can't never be happy with what they got. Niggas always want to
they
take over
can't
some
be.
shit
Niggas
and
always
be
want their own." So
the
he whacked them.
kingpin.
And the funniest
Yeah.
part was he whacked them, and then even in the scene where he killed them, he shot her, and they killed her, and he just sitting there looking at her, and he's like, "I'm sorry, whoever you are," and then he kills him, like, because he didn't even know who he was. He knew who the woman was, but he was like, "I don't know who you are, but yeah, bro, you gotta go too, sorry." Um, and then so at this point, Ruth sets up a like link with Javi, kills him, and then avenged the death of her cousin, right? And then so the next episode, they found another solution to this worst case scenario. And
Mm-hmm.
so they were like, all right, well, how do we spin the death? Right? So
Mm-hmm.
pretty much damn, how did they spin it? That's actually a very good question. I literally just watched this shit. I can't remember. But so anyway, they go to the prison and they tell him about it. And then he pretty much damn, how did they spin it? Hold on, I gotta look that up. That's crazy.
You know, it's a good time because I got to go to the bathroom anyways.
Perfect, perfect. Doo-doo-doo. Hold on, let me see. Damn, all this shit tell me to disable my ad blocker. All right, so we just gonna keep going. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Oh yeah, that nigga Mel is annoying as hell. Actually, I'm not gonna go into an in depth. I don't need to do this. This is kind of nuts. There's no point in doing episode by episode. Let's see. I guess we could just do a overall. Season 4 was pretty ridiculous, in my opinion. I think it was definitely over the top. I think it was a lot of stuff that bordered on unrealistic. But I mean, it was written well. So I think even when you have something unrealistic, if you write it well, it'll still work. So it's like even if like certain scenes are just like that's not how it would have really went, but based on the way you wrote it, that's how it should have went. So okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. Was there anything that really pissed me off in this second season? Um, let's see. Um, him going to be there. No, that was fine. I didn't care about that. Yeah, I don't know. I think some of the ways they wrapped this season up were a little weird. The finale made sense. Um, because that's how this thing usually wins or usually goes. Excuse me. Pretty much the bad guys win because I mean that's literally how this shit works. And that's literally like the last line of the entire show goes. It's just like niggas saying like, nah, it don't work like that. And they said since when? And it's funny because people hated the ending. A lot of people hated the ending, but I thought the ending was
Because it was
fine.
half season.
Yeah, well, this is the series finale, but they hated the ending.
Earlier I thought you said it was the first half of the season for the series finale.
No. So I was saying, so I had pretty much had to. The first half cliffhanger was him killing the woman and the cousin, and then the second half started with her avenging it.
Oh, okay. So this
Um,
is the final season of Ozarks. This is it.
yeah, is it?
Oh, okay.
Um, so a lot of people again felt like it was unrealistic, which I do agree with, but I think it was written in a way that the unrealisticness made sense. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, so like you can make something unrealistic, but if it fits in with your world and the story you've been building, it's not like jarringly unrealistic. It's just kind of like, okay, that's probably not what would happen, but okay, that's what's gonna happen. Um, but a lot of people didn't like the ending. A lot of people felt like the ending was corny. They felt like it was kind of like, well, we don't get to actually see anything. And I'm like, nah, you saw a lot. That last episode was jam packed with a lot of shit. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
answer a ton of questions, but it kind of answered the overarching question, which is like the bad guys always win. like what do you mean? Like, did you guys genuinely think the good would prevail in a situation involving cartel, money laundering, and they've been doing this for 4 seasons? No, good is not going to prevail. They're going to lose. And I didn't get why people were so mad at the ending because it's if we're talking unrealistic, the ending was more realistic as terms to what would have happened, right? Like in the end, you have pretty much somebody snitching, because they got pressed and they folded immediately. That's pretty realistic. And this woman
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't even into life. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just doing business with y'all. So like, yeah, of course she's gonna fold, right? She folds, and then the woman says, "All right, look, I'm gonna go handle this. If either y'all try to stop it, I'm gonna handle y'all." Okay. So Shorty leaves. She goes to handle it, kills the woman. Now a lot of people were mad because they felt like, oh, well, she should have died. Marty should have died, or one of the people in the family should have died. But again,
You say it should have died just because you wanted people to die, but does it make sense for the story?
right? That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like story wise, it would not have made sense for them to die because who would have done it? Why would they have killed them? That would
Shit, Jason
they needed
Bateman
them.
should have been the main character.
The whole point, well, not even that, but the whole point was he set all of this stuff up to where they needed him. So even though their life was on the line many times throughout the series, it was one of those situations where they were the least likely people to be killed because of how important they were to the cause.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say, like, people will complain about, like, it's unrealistic. Like, how did none of them get killed? Da da da. You watch all these other drug shows, niggas that get whacked. I'm like, bro, Snowfall is a show about urban crack, like in California.
Niggas be getting
Niggas
smoked
getting
left
killed
and right
there
off
is a
the
lot
crack.
different than you living in Missouri, and the only niggas you got to worry about is the cartel, who you work for. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
Nigga, everybody's on the crack
yeah,
in
and they
fucking
need you, and
California.
they need you, dog. So yeah, they'll threaten you. They'll say, "Yo, if you don't handle this, I'll get you smoked," and then you handle it, so they don't get you smoked. Like, I'm like, what's unrealistic about that?
Nah, that sounds about right.
Um, but then the thing
Niggas
that,
must be thinking about Breaking Bad because Breaking Bad niggas are getting whacked left, right, and center. But
yeah,
all of that even was within reason. There was reasons why people got killed.
yeah,
Now,
just like in this show,
necessarily
there's
were they
reasons niggas
good
didn't get killed.
reasons?
And the thing that killed me though was like, I'm like, dog, yeah, there was a lot of people in this show that died. It just wasn't none of the main family members.
None
Again,
of the
because
niggas y'all
who
wanted to
was
die.
going to do it? There were a couple people who were in position to kill some of them, and then it just didn't happen based on how it was written. And that's my whole thing. Like I remember somebody was saying like, "Oh, it's funny how there was two critiques I saw, and I thought one kind of had a little bit of legs, the other one was trash. The trash one was people were saying like, "Oh, well, like how is it that in shows like Snowfall and all the other ones, niggas get killed, but in this show nobody gets killed." That's why they said it was unrealistic. But again, I'm like, it's written in such a manner that them dying would not have made sense. You can talk about realism and what really would have happened in real life, but like them getting killed would not have made sense in this show because they weren't
Nigga,
necessary.
even in real life, what in Missouri, what kind of drug dealing is real? If you want to talk about, wait, what are they selling anyway?
Well, I think their thing with realism is like, bro, how you deal with the cartel and you don't lose nobody in your family. And I'm like,
Nigga, the cartel is definitely brutal and they kill people, but
right.
if you do your fucking job, what
And you're
reason do they have
necessary
to kill
to
you?
them and you continue to prove that worth to them, nigga. You're a
Exactly.
business partner at that point.
You think they're just gonna kill you and find somebody, yo, do this job
Yeah,
the same way he
exactly. They
did,
spent four
and then kill
seasons.
him too?
They spent 4 seasons getting in bed with you, and you just been digging your way deeper and deeper and deeper into their pockets to the point to
Yeah,
where
it's
it's
like,
like, dog,
why
y'all
would you
leave.
kill this person?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
think the cartel is, you know what? I'm gonna
Just
say it's
stupid.
racism.
Yeah, it
Y'all
is. Yeah,
think the
racially
cartel is
motivated.
just bloodthirsty Mexicans trying to kill people,
Nigga play the
but
Uno
it
reverse
don't make
on a
sense.
race card.
Yeah, like why would they kill him if he's necessary to the to the fucking organization and he's doing his job well? Why would they kill him? What's the reason?
Not to mention, I was just like, dog, he did lose somebody in his family. His well, that was his brother-in-law, right? What
I
your
don't give a
wife's
fuck about my
who's
brother-in-law.
your wife's brother is your brother-in-law, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So yeah, his brother-in-law got smoked. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
that's
like,
not
bro,
good enough. I need a
yeah,
direct
that's not
blood
good.
relative or somebody
A
I'm
son
taking.
should have died or something. I'm
A
like, bro, why
such.
would that? Literally, the head dude was like, I don't do women and kids. So pretty much that cut
Okay,
out
well, yeah.
the wife. And now, don't get me wrong, he kind of contradicted that multiple times by pretty much saying, listen, if y'all don't get this done, I'm whacking everybody. But then they got
That's
it
just
done.
you can just say that's a threat though.
Yeah, but then he got it done and he didn't whack everybody.
Okay, then. Well, yeah.
So I thought the ending was fine. I think a lot of people um hated it. I think the only other way the series could have ended was with Wendy dying, like the wife.
That's his wife's name, Wendy.
Yeah, I think based on the trajectory of that last season, it would have made more. It would have been more poetic for her to die,
Mhm.
because she was like spiraling. You know what I mean? So it would have made a lot more sense for that to end in her death
What do you mean
or her
by
demise.
spiraling? Like, was she participating, or was she spending money, or what was she
No, she was
doing?
participating the whole time, but like she was getting more hands on. Like so for like the first couple of seasons, it was like him leading the way and her just kind of getting in where she fit in. And then the second
Mhm.
half of this last season, she went ape shit, and he just kind of sat all the way back and he let her lead everything, which
Okay.
kind of fucked it all up because she was out here bugging because she was spiraling.
Yeah.
Like she was losing custody of her kids. There's a lot of shit going on to the point
Wait,
to
she was
where
losing wait. Were they was this his ex? Were they not still married? Or did she
no,
have kids
no.
from a
So
previous marriage?
her father was petitioning for custody because the dad hired a private investigator, and the private investigator pretty much was only investigating them because a woman that so there's a private investigator and he was around because there was a cartel lawyer that got killed,
Okay.
and he was like he worked for the husband of that woman and he was just trying to find some paperwork, so he kept asking questions. Then he started getting a little closer and was like, hold on, why is there an FBI agent at y'all crib? Hold on, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he started seeing things.
So the police, the FBI, were aware of him as a
hmm
as
hmm
mm,
Basically, at the end, towards the end, they pretty much were like, listen, bro, as long as you keep these seizures coming, we can get the money from it. Y'all niggas do what the fuck y'all do over there.
okay.
And again, people said that was unrealistic. And I'm like, is
Nigga,
it?
that is the most realistic part of the show. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm like, is it? I'm like,
The
come on now.
government is the most corrupt shit in the world. So wait,
They're like,
okay,
look.
so his kids, they have the same kids together, but she
hmm
was spiraling because her father was trying to take the kids, but he had no reaction to that.
No, he was kind of just on one of them ones where like, look, like he's gonna fight it, we gonna fight back. But like, she was just on some like,
She was down bad.
yeah, she was down bad. She checked
She wasn't
herself into like
handling
a
it well.
rehab, and then pretty much was like, "Yo, I'm not leaving here until I get custody of my kids." So you tell them niggas like, "Go get them back for me." And then he kind of looking at her like, "What are you doing?" Like, and she just like,
What's she checking the rehab for? Was she on drugs?
No, she was just like
She
on. She was
that she
spiraling, nigga.
okay.
Like,
Okay.
not like rehab, but like a mental institution. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
nigga, yes, yeah, then
Yeah,
rehab
sorry,
is not
yeah,
the
big
same thing as
difference.
a
Yeah,
mental
yeah, yeah.
institution.
But yeah, nah. So she was like doing all that to the point to where even when she was like, "I ain't leaving here till I get my kids, so you better go get our kids." And he kind of just looking like, "Yo, what's good with you?" Like,
Okay.
you alright? And then so literally the kids come down there and they're like, yo, this is fucked up. You know that, right? And she's like, I don't care. Listen, just hear me out. Da 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 and all that. Literally to the point to where like the whole way she got checked into the institution was saying like she went there first and they asked her a bunch of questions. She was like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm dangerous. I'm just check me in.
How old were these kids?
Uh 15 and I think 19.
Nigga, that's the kids were saying this is fuck. The mom is doing all this for some kids that's damn near grown.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I told you she was on some nut shit. She got him threatened. She did a whole bunch of shit. Like she was doing a
Okay,
whole bunch of shit. Like and then Marty went along with it. But that was my whole thing. Like the whole last half of the season was her dragging Marty around and just dragging him from bullshit to bullshit to
Marty, is that
bullshit to
Jason
bullshit.
Bateman's character?
Yeah. And so to me, that's why I said it would have made more sense for the season to end with her getting whacked. So, but all in all, it was good. I mean, some people was pretending like, oh, I didn't like the, but there
Heard
was some,
anything
you know,
bad
man.
about Ozarks, but I've heard plenty of bad shit about Snowfall. I heard Snowfall lost the plot bad.
Oh, I didn't. I wouldn't know. I didn't at all. I didn't at all check the new season, so I couldn't tell you.
No, I haven't watched it either, but I've heard people talk about it. And early on, like the first few episodes, niggas didn't really have no complaints. But I watched a review yesterday where nigga rated that shit a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like some shows overstay their welcome. Like I feel like
Yeah,
Snowfall probably should have been a 3 season type show. Like I don't see why it needed 7 or 8 seasons. Like I don't like
you know what?
I
I
get like
agree
once
with
the
you.
numbers come back for season 3 and you like, damn, we hit.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I feel like if John Singleton was still alive,
Mm-hmm.
the show would still be good.
Yeah,
After he passed, that's when the show started to
right.
drop.
No, I believe that too. But I think even with John Singleton, I just don't think there
It
was too
needed to
much
go that
left
far.
with this story.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I think there might have been 1 season left, but then like you said, without the leadership of John Singleton, it's like y'all got 1 season and y'all just flailing.
yeah.
Y'all just figuring shit out. Just throw that in there. Yeah, I seen that in
Nigga,
another show.
I
Yeah,
saw
throw that in
something
there.
about a tiger, and I was just like, "Oh man, these niggas so rich, they buying tigers now,
He
bro."
said Tiger.
Tiger. Yeah, once I saw a tiger, I was like, "Oh man, y'all niggas, y'all going crazy right now, huh?"
And then somebody was like, "Well, some niggas, drug niggas in LA was buying tigers." I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
saw
cool
that. Yeah,
cameo. That's like a cool little what do you
Easter
call them?
egg. That's a little Easter egg.
Easter egg. Yeah,
It's an
thank you.
Easter
That's
egg.
exactly what I was looking for. That's a nice little Easter egg. That's not a plot point, dog. That's not enough.
Yeah, and niggas were, and the review was saying that they were literally using the tiger as a plot point to like, I think they used it as a trap at one point, which
Hmm.
because I haven't seen it, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
that
yeah,
means, what that's going on.
that sounds silly as hell.
I haven't watched a single episode of season 5. At some point, I do plan to get to it. But since people are rating it 6 out of 10, I don't know how soon I'm gonna get
Yeah, I'm not
to
in
it.
a rush.
I'm not in a
And
rush,
the crazy thing is, speaking of people rating things poorly, I'm not in a rush to listen to this Jack Harlow album either.
nigga. I
I don't mind Jack Harlow. I'm not like a
I
huge
could
fan
not.
of Jack Harlow, but I
No,
like
no, no,
some
no.
of his joints.
I don't mind him either. I have literally no opinion on him, but at the same time, you said you're not in a rush to listen to his new album. I didn't even know Jack Harlow has put out albums. I thought he's just been put out singles this whole time.
Oh no,
I
he put
did
out an
not know
album.
he had albums.
Yeah, boy, people did not like it, and I
No, no,
didn't
no,
listen to
not
it
this new
yet.
one. No, I knew he put out this new one. I'm talking about previous in the
Oh,
past. I didn't know
before.
he put out albums.
Oh yeah, he put out an
I
album, I think in like 2019. That album was hard. The one with
I've only
what's poppin' on it. That one was a good album.
yeah, no, I've heard what's popping. I've only like heard songs from him. I didn't know he put out like an entire album.
Yeah, the album that had that song on it was good, and so I think people expected more of that.
That
But
yeah.
what I've been hearing, again, I didn't listen to it, so I couldn't tell you. But I kind of got the vibe, like not that got the vibe, but like once
All
I
the
certain reviews, you could just tell was just like, oh, you
yeah.
just don't want to hear white people rap. It's fine.
No, yeah. All
Um,
the unbiased stuff. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people joking about it because they don't want to listen to Jack Harlow, and
mhm.
some people even tried to say like, "Yo, why Jack Harlow not getting hit with the Rico?" Which I thought was fucking
Nigga
hilarious
reporter
because
asked it,
yeah, I was gonna say yeah,
and I
that's
was
what I thought
thinking to
was
myself,
hilarious.
like, was he
Bro.
joking or was he serious?
No, he had.
He had to be joking, right?
You would say that, but you're at a hearing with an attorney general
Jack Harlow's in
or one of
Kentucky, though. What would he have
yeah,
anything to do with this?
I'm assuming
It's
he
not
just
even
read
like
a tweet, bro. I'm assuming that all the people in power, all these niggas, reporters,
just are
lawyers,
clueless.
all these niggas, they just read tweets from online, and that's just their
He
life.
seen the tweet get 90,000 likes and said, "Oh damn, for real?"
Wait, Jack Harlow's part of YSL,
He
nigga.
didn't do
I
no
read
further
that
research.
tweet and I was like, wait, did Young Thug sign Jack Harlow?
No, I knew he didn't. I knew why people were saying that as soon as I read it. But like when I
Oh yeah,
heard him
because they
actually
just
ask the
wanted to get the white
question,
boy. Yeah,
I was crying because I was just like, "Yo, is he?" I
no
think he
fucking.
might be serious. Like that guy might
No,
be
that's
serious.
that nigga was dead ass when he said that. That shit was unbelievable, unbelievable.
That shit
But
was bananas.
back to what we were saying. A lot of people were joking around like how Jack Harlow white boy blah, blah, trash album,
Hmm.
but most of the people that legitimately reviewed it, I feel like everybody that actually listened to it and had an informed opinion just said it was okay, but he had great beats and great features, but Jack Harlow was lacking.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard.
I pretty much heard mostly that. I've heard a couple people pretty much say like it sounded like an early Drake album.
An
I've
early breakout, like
Yeah,
Take
except
Care.
like
Or,
not good though. Like no,
oh,
like earlier,
no,
like comeback season type Drake.
oh, man.
And to me, that's not shocking to me because I think again, like I said, that last album he had was hard, but I get the feeling now that Jack Harlow might just be because I mean even when what's that song? Even that First Class song, his biggest hit, right? He's not
Mhm.
saying much.
Yeah, no.
And I get the
Anytime I listen
feeling
to
he
Jack
probably
Harlow,
wasn't
it's
saying much the whole album, right? So
yeah,
then it's one of those things where like you come in there for the bops, right? You come in there for the like the little. It's like the nigga makes college radio music. You know what I'm
he
saying?
coming there
Like
for the industry baby with Lil
right.
Nas X.
And so when he's trying to give you rapidy rap, but like then he not saying
They
much
don't have
anyway, and
it.
it's just you copying
Yeah.
Drake's flows, you copying Drake's cadences. I could see how people would be like, "Nah, this is terrible. I don't want to hear this.
Mhm.
Don't want to hear this." And to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't want to hear that either. Which is kind of why I've stayed away from him because I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no.
ah.
But I'm not gonna call it is what it is.
I mean, it could be terrible if you imitating somebody else and it's bad. That might be worse than just bad, right? Because like at least if you tried your own thing and it was
But
bad,
we
that's your
haven't
own
heard
thing.
it, so we don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
We
you're
don't
right. It's
know
true. That's true. That is true.
if it's yeah.
That is true. So I don't know. I don't know how this album went. But it was kind of one of those things where, regardless of how good this album is, Jack Harlow's gonna be in the limelight anyway, just because he's got labels behind him. He's with Drake. He's been. You can tell like when a nigga's getting a push.
You can
You know what
tell
I
what it
mean?
exactly. The nigga is he's gonna be famous. Well, I mean, he is
Right.
famous. He's gonna get pushed forward.
So it is what it is with that. Even with like with that whole thing with like Brandy and Ray J, people made a huge deal over that. And I
What
get
thing
it.
with Brad Ridge?
Um, so he went on what was it, Hot 97, and they were playing some Brandy song, and he didn't recognize it at first, and so they gave him a hint, and they said something about Ray J, and he was like, "Oh shit, who's Ray J's sister?" And then they all started laughing. And then he's like, nah, it's Ray J's sister. Who's Ray J's sister? And then like they was hollering because they was just like, nigga, how you that close but don't know who we talking about? Like,
Yeah.
and so obviously it's Randy. And so
Mm-hmm.
he didn't know. Oh, he's like, oh, I didn't know they was related at all. And then niggas was just like, bro, how do you not know they related at all? And I'm just like, like, I think people feel irrelevant. Why would he know that? Think
I
about
mean,
it. Like he's
why would
Jack
you
Harlow.
know that if you're no excuse the fact that he's Jack Harlow. If
You
you're
can't
rapping,
excuse that. That's
and
like the key point of
no,
why he
but
wouldn't
that's
know
what
it
I'm
though.
saying. No, that's my whole thing though. Like a lot of people like to take like to take race out of this, but if you're in the black community, you're rapping, making hip hop and R&B, you should know the culture.
Right.
Nigga, everybody
But
knows Randy is related to.
but I make hip hop, right? And so me knowing Brandy's catalog is I'm not gonna say that you should know it because Brandy's a
You don't need to know
phenomenal
the
singer.
catalog. I don't know Brandy catalog, but I know she related to Ray J.
Right, but then think about it. If I'm a youngin, where would I find out? Or not where would I find out, but like where would I see the connection? You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
Nobody's gonna explicitly
if you're
say it.
young and never
Yeah.
listened, how old is
Because
Jack Harlow?
it's like 24, I think. 23.
Damn, these niggas.
Which I mean,
These
don't get me
rap-
wrong, 24. I don't know matter of fact. Let me look at let me see.
I
Let
bet
me
you
see
Lil
this.
Dicky would have known Brandy
He's
was related to
24. He was
Ray J.
born 98. So I mean, I still think he should know Brandy.
98?
But
No, you should know that. Yeah, no, you
yeah,
should
he
know
should
that.
still know Brandy. But my whole point is though, is what I'm getting at is if he didn't start rapping from 2015 and you know what I mean? I'm not even I remember somebody was like, I trying to excuse this nigga. And I was like, bro, it's not excuse. There's shit that I don't be knowing about black artists. And I'm grown as hell and I grew up with these artists. You get what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing to me. Like the fact that he don't know that they was brother and sister, that niggas made this a commentary on race and culture vote. I was like, are
No,
y'all fucking kidding me?
it's
Bro,
just because they
this is
don't
just
like
some
the
shit he
nigga.
don't
That's what
know.
it is.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
I know.
It's literally just that. It's literally just
But I'm just like, bro, this is just some shit he don't know. Like, listen, Mulatto sampled a Mariah Carey song and had never heard of it before. And it was one of Mariah Carey's biggest songs. I can't even think of the name right now. I can't even think of the name of the song.
Oh, you canceled too, along with Mulatto.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
exactly. You see what I'm saying?
bitch.
What was that song?
What was it? No, I want to know what the song was
That's
though.
the Mulatto song. What
What
is
was it? It'd
Fantasy?
be funny,
Fantasy by
funny
Mariah
as
Carey.
fuck. And you
You know
ruined
the song, right?
to say. I was about to say. Yeah, no. I was say it would be. If it was a song like ups, not like a.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't recognize the song from 2008, bro.
Yeah, you don't remember the '08 Mariah song. Like, bro, you was at least available for that one.
How you
But
don't recognize "We Belong Together"?
But I mean, so that's what it comes to. And people are like, well, yeah, but you in the music industry. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta understand there's segmenting in this, bro. Like if
You
I
talking
make
about the
rap
music
music,
industry?
yeah, if I make rap
I
music and
just
I'm doing
got
features with ESTG, Drake, and bro, I'm not what am I checking for
fuck the
Brandy
features,
for?
nigga. I
I'm
just
not
got
checking
into
for
the rap
this.
industry like 2 years ago. I
Well,
just
he's been
got here.
rapping since 2015. But my whole point is, it's like, dog,
Word.
what industry am I in where I am knowing Brandy? And not necessarily just knowing Brandy, because he knows Brandy, right? Like when they said Brandy, oh Brandy, that their brother. Like he knew who Brandy was. I just didn't
Yeah,
know there was a connection between you and Ray J. And think about it. You don't see you don't see Brandy and Ray J in videos together like that, because neither of them are really like that, like in public.
yeah.
So if every time you see Ray J, he dolo, and every time you see Brandy, she dolo, and you never knew there was a connection, you'll never piece it together. So I don't know. I'm like, I mean, that shit really don't mean much to me. But it
Niggas
was
always
funny.
trying. Nah,
Because
go ahead.
somebody was like saying, bro, just why don't y'all just admit y'all don't like white rappers? And niggas was frying this guy for this. And I was like, why did y'all fry him? It's right. Some of y'all just don't like white rappers. And they're like,
No, it's
well, I like
bullshit.
Power Wall and I like da da da. Yeah, but you didn't even bother giving this guy a shot. Come on now. You haven't given a
Yeah,
white guy a shot since Paul Wall. Like to you, you only like white rappers who
shit.
who who got a certain look to them. And I ain't gonna go no further.
Shit,
I ain't
Paul
gonna go
Wall
no
is
further.
Paul Wall is the only white rapper.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is. I think there's a lot of black folks who they'll accept a white rapper, but it can't be Jack Harlow. It's got to be a Paul Wall type.
That's
Paul Wall type beat.
always crazy to me because, and this is no shade to Paul Wall because I love Paul Wall, but I'd rather have a white rapper like fucking Jack Harlow than a white rapper that acts black and thinks he's black and tries to rap like that. And like I said,
Right.
this is no shade to Paul Wall because Paul Wall doesn't do that. It's just
Yeah,
Paul
he
Wall
that's
really
where he
grew
from.
up.
That's yeah,
That's
that's his
him.
life. That's him. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want a nigga from fucking Ohio acting like fucking Paul
Oh yeah,
Wall
yeah,
or
yeah, exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
exact. So
But it's
I'd
one of those
rather have
things
a super white. If you're gonna be white and rap, just be yourself. But at the same time, a
that's
lot
not
of
gonna
white
work.
rappers are trash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. And I
yeah,
think that's kind of where it is, right? Because think about it, if you Jack Harlow and this all this hype, all this buzz, the labels pushing you, the media pushing you, and then your album come out and it's mid, niggas are gonna
yeah.
crucify you.
Niggas are feasting on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
niggas
if your album
eating
came
you.
out and it was like a 7 out of 10, they would have let you live. But if your shit not good to them, they gonna cruise because in their head it's like, nah, if you a white rapper, you gotta be twice as good as the rest of these niggas for me to
Yeah,
care. Which I
but
ain't gonna
it's
hold you. I
crazy.
believe
Rap
that.
is
That's
like the
me.
opposite of the real world. Because in the real world,
Hmm.
you can be white and do anything, but you gotta be black
Nah, you want
and
to come into
twice
our
as
world,
good.
you gotta be
And
twice as
rap,
good as everybody.
yeah, no. That's why Eminem and Paul Wall, they saint status.
Nigga said the Banica Mananica Santa, the Fanica
Now, now,
Lanica.
now, now, I will say, in recent years, Eminem has fallen a few tiers, but
Few
originally,
tears.
Eminem,
That nigga has fallen to unlistenable tier. I don't want to
yeah,
hear from Eminem anymore.
nigga, I haven't
I
listened
can still be
to,
like, yeah, that nigga was tough. I just don't want to
yeah,
hear the
exactly,
music
yeah,
you make.
literally,
Your
because
music
yeah,
stinks to me. Like your
Eminem
music.
back in the day was tough, but now,
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like to me, I'm like Eminem makes terrible music. He's a good rapper, phenomenal rapper. You make terrible music, and I don't want to hear it.
literally,
I don't
yeah,
want to hear it. Whereas I think it's the exact opposite. Jack Harlow makes good music, but he's not a good rapper. Or put it this
yeah.
way,
No, that's fair.
he
No,
might
what you
be a
said, you
decent
don't even got to put
rapper.
it this way. You
He
just
might
said
be
what
a
you said.
no. I think he's a decent rapper because I've heard him rap at least decently. But it's like this wasn't his best shit, clearly. But anyway, speaking of real rap, get that old feeling back. You know, Kendrick dropping tomorrow. Yo, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You already know how it go.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the fuck is going on,
I'm
man.
trying to see what up. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I didn't listen to that part five joint. Well, I listened to some of it. I listened to like I think one and a half. It's like three verses. I listened to like
Shit
one
that
and a
got
half
posted.
verses. Yeah, with all the video with all the deep fake faces and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I listened to it and I was like, I don't want to hear this shit, dog. Like I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not even judging. I just don't want to hear this. I don't
Makes
want
you
to hear this.
demotivated.
This shit is spoken word. I'm good. I'm
No,
good.
I get it. No, I'm good.
You
I
know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Like I'm just good. Like I mean, I'm not gonna critique it. I'm not gonna dig into it because I'm just like I don't want to hear
It's
this.
not what I'm into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to hear this. Like, and I listen. I like Kendrick. I like a
niggas
lot
be
of the social
like,
shit that he talks about. That's not the issue. Don't ever get it twisted. Like I don't want to hear a nigga rap about our struggle. That's all Kendrick rap about. Yes, I
true.
heard it plenty of times and loved it, nigga. I don't want to hear this. The hard part five. I liked the hard part four. That shit was hard. But this, I didn't like it, and I didn't want to hear it. That's it. But I'm looking forward to that album. That album's gonna be phenomenal. And I'm definitely going to tune in. I don't know how much of the Baby Keem influence we will see, or if there even is a Baby Keem influence. We'll see.
There is a large Baby Keem influence, like at least half the album, because that nigga and Baby Keem are a superstar duo.
Yeah, that's the Steph and Clay for sure.
Yeah, literally Splash Brothers all the way.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to this. We'll see how it go. Like I said, I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know how they planning on playing it and so on and so forth. But I think it's gonna be tough. It's one of the ones where I'm just hoping I'm just hoping Kendrick's not doing too much because I know that's always been my complaint with Kendrick on occasion is that sometimes he's just doing too much, you
He do
know.
be doing a lot. No, that's fair. I agree with that. He be doing a lot for sure.
And you know, and my thing is, like I said, I'm never the guy to say like it's not good. It's not about that. You're just doing too much for me.
It's
Like
always good. It's just some shit I don't even care to listen to, honestly.
yeah, there's just certain things and certain stuff. It's just like
That's why I don't be
nah.
listening to J. Cole. It's just yeah.
Even
There's only so much, bro. There's only so
and
much I
even
can.
J. Cole is another example of like it was funny because somebody was talking about how like oh y'all shitted on all the greats until da 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 this and that. And it was talking about Kendrick and talking about J. Cole, and I was just like, but bro, J. Cole was above average for a good amount of time. Like, and people don't want to reckon with that part. They when they were saying he was revolutionary, then he was above average. Now he had the potential to be where he is now, and I think that's what y'all was seeing. But it's like, bro, if I see a nigga who's like an a B minus, and you got the potential to be the greatest, you still a B minus. That's where you at. So I can't just be like, oh yeah, well he gonna eventually be the GOAT. Like
Eventually,
I don't
it's gonna
know.
be yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like bro, when you rapping them cheesy ass lines, bro, like nah. I'm gonna leave you out the GOAT combo. We can
Like,
talk about
at the
you leveling
moment,
up.
you are a NyQuil artist, sir.
Yeah, and even the NyQuil thing, I don't even care about because it's like, bro, no one's talking about the quality. They're just saying I don't want to hear this shit. They're just saying it's
Exactly.
boring to me. I'm bored by it, and I can see it. I can understand it because for a while he was picking boring fucking beats. He was, you know what I mean? He was picking
I
them
don't
like,
know.
let me tell y'all niggas a story. He was picking them
Let me
beats.
tell y'all nigga was talking about fucking college and doing laundry and fucking
And
lasagna.
it's funny because that tape is really good, but I know exactly. I skipped that song. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I like that tape. But
Oh
it's
my
just like
god.
certain shit. I'm like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about this.
Yeah, I do not give
Don't
a
do
fuck,
this.
bro. I promise.
Don't do this again, bro. I don't care.
Please don't do this again, bro. I please, I'm begging you.
He said, please, bro. All right, what's last on our list? We got StockX suing Nike. This I thought was really funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is really hilarious because, like,
No, I
nigga,
get it.
StockX exists because of you, dickhead.
I
Like,
get it though. Because Nike, it's been a conspiracy theory for mad long that fucking Nike has been, fueling the resale market.
they are 100%. It ain't even a conspiracy, nigga. That shit proven.
So like when I saw StockX as soon, I was like, yeah, I get it. But like what's the are they
Oh
suing
wait,
them?
did I get that wrong? I think Nike sued StockX. I said StockX sued
No,
Nike.
the shit that I
Yeah, yeah,
StockX
yeah,
was suing
yeah.
Nike.
Nike accuses StockX. Nike sues StockX. Nike accused StockX. So I had it backwards. I had StockX suing Nike.
What are they suing them for?
So basically, they're saying that they bought some fake shoes from StockX and they purchased
Ooh.
4 pairs of counterfeit shoes. Basically saying that like it's trademark infringement since they selling fake shoes and da da da. And then
I mean, are they I bought these from someone else. I didn't know they were fake. So I mean,
right one. And then two, they were also suing StockX over some NFTs that they were doing. And there was like trademark
oh my
infringement.
god, come
So to
on.
me, this kind of just seems like y'all reaching. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just like y'all didn't like
NFTs,
that NFT
yeah,
shit,
come
and you
on
like,
now.
yo, chill with that, or we gonna keep going after you, right? And so then what they do, and the funniest part to me is like, you gonna sue them and bring me 4 pairs of shoes, you fucking goof,
Yeah, what
four,
the grow up,
bro. How
bro.
long did it
Grow
take
up.
you to find them for, bro? Niggas combed through 50,000 and found 4 fakes and said, see, see.
First
Plus,
off,
I'm
nigga,
just
you act like we're manufacturing the fake shoes. How the fuck will we know?
their StockX is a middleman, dog. Like they don't like. What do you mean? And plus, I'm like, listen, I don't at all doubt that, there might be a couple fakes on StockX. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, like, you gonna sue them for this as if, like, this is a, excuse me, as if
I'm
this is a
uh,
conscious decision, nigga. They
I'm
don't.
assuming Nike is just gonna try to leverage the fact that they have more money and muscle this until StockX is like, we don't want to spend any more on legal fees.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's just bullying. Like, it's just like, nah,
Mhm.
you know what? I'm gonna try to cook y'all. I'm gonna try to bake y'all. Is that gonna work? No? I'm sorry. So I don't know. I don't think it will, because StockX is a relatively big company as well. So
Yeah,
obviously it's not Nike, duh, but I don't know, it's just, this was really weird because I was just like, I don't like, you are fueling this. The whole reason why this exists is because of you, nigga. Like, it's about quality control, right? And
Literally.
Nike hasn't done it themselves, so it's like, how can Nike say that they take all of this shit seriously when at the end of the day, the only reason y'all are doing this is because, and the funniest part, they was even saying like, nigga, plenty of Nike employees, including y'all own senior execs, are using our service to buy and sell your shit.
Yeah.
So how
Literally.
is it that you gonna sit up here and tell me all of this? And then it said, hold on, and it said Nike's latest filing is baseless because their own brand protection team has communicated confidence in our authentication program. Right? So
Mm.
literally, your own brand pretty much said, nah, okay, that shit straight. That's about what we would do. So it's like, bro, you found 4 fakes. Okay, that's the 1%. They're gonna slip through, nigga. Trust me. But what I'm supposed to sit up here and do with it, nigga? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
This is honestly sounding kind of desperate. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, it sounds very desperate. Again, they were selling NFTs, and then you realize you might not have a claim in court or something. So you said, we gotta find something new. We gotta find something else to take in the court over. But yeah, no, it's just goofy. It's really goofy to me, and it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, Nike is now faced with the juggernaut they created. Like, you would
Mm-hmm.
never be in this battle had you just, I don't know, like, not been
Gold
dickheads and
shoes normally.
created a fake, scarcity issue to the
Yeah.
point to where people were, you know what I mean? Had you dealt with the bots? Had you dealt with this? Like, there's a million different
I
reasons.
did this. Literally.
There's a million different reasons. Like, and so I just don't. And don't get me wrong, like, StockX has their own issues, like with like credit card issues and phishing issues that they had. Cause I remember they had like a whole phishing thing, like email.
Oh
They
wow.
had that not too long ago, and they didn't do too much about it. Remember, they had the whole like data. They had a data issue not too long ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
Yeah.
was I think a couple of years ago. So again, like, listen, don't get twisted. Like, when it comes to corporations versus corporations, I know both of y'all be wrong. That's how it go. But to me, it's just like, dog, like, y'all
I
are
mean, I
suing some
gotta
niggas.
side with the smaller corporation.
It don't matter, dog. But to me, it's almost like America being mad at the Taliban when we created them. Like, that's what it
Mm.
feels like to me. It's like, bro, you made this beast, dog. Bro, I don't want to hear this. Figure it out. Get
But
fucking
when I
deal
made
with it.
them, they were supposed to do what I wanted them to
Yeah,
do.
y'all was supposed
They
to be
not
under my control. Y'all wasn't supposed to
yeah.
have dreams and wants of y'all own. Yeah, well,
Look at God.
yeah. So I didn't know they sell electronics and shit
What?
on StockX now.
I didn't
I
know
haven't
that
been on
either. I thought it
StockX
was
in
for shoes.
incredibly long, so I haven't bought shoes from here in like maybe like 2 years ago.
What electronics they be selling? Like PlayStations or TVs or
Like Oculus, AirPods, PS5, iPads, whatever the hell this
I'm
is.
assuming they're super fucking marked up
Portable
because
speakers and all that stuff. I would
stop.
think so. They got graphics cards on here. I don't know that the retail price for half of this shit, so I couldn't tell you. The PS5 with the EU plug is 600. So I mean,
That's not bad.
that's the digital edition. What does the digital edition actually cost?
I
500
mean, digital edition is 300 actually.
for the PS5? Ain't no way.
Yeah, no, it is. Look it up. Or
What?
399, 400, and then the disc version
It
is
cannot be
600.
about that. Hold on, let me see how much that
Oh yeah,
is.
the digital no disc conversion disc
Supposed to be
version.
400. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's cheap. I said 399.
Okay. $200 markup. I mean, that's brutal, but that ain't
That's
crazy. It
it's
could be a
brutal,
lot
but
worse.
it's better than what? Yeah, exactly. It's better than what's on the market right now.
Yeah, so it got graphics cards on here,
I mean, at this point,
Xbox
if
controllers, all that
anybody
shit.
doesn't have a PS5, they haven't been looking because we all managed to get one pretty easily. We didn't get one at launch, but we all got one like around January, February.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember at all when I got it.
I remember because I got mine myself from Amazon, so I still have it in my fucking my shit.
Oh yeah, no, Reef was talking about everything goes through authentication process by experts. Yeah, I mean the word experts is always going to be in
Experts.
quotes because like it's just the nigga you hired. I mean, if
I'm
he's
looking at this picture. Yeah, experts.
yeah, it's like don't get me wrong. Like I mean, what he's seen 6,000 pairs of Yeezys, so he just knows what's fake and what's not. I mean,
Nigga, I can see fucking 7 million pairs of Yeezys, and if it's a good
if
enough
it's good
fake,
enough, yeah, it's gonna catch
how
you.
the fuck would I know? Yeah, what the fuck?
But that's why I say like it's like Nike's it's silly as hell. I'm like, bro, Nike got fakes. First off, not to mention, y'all
Yeah,
shit come from a factory in China. What makes them fake? Is it just because mine didn't come from the same factory yours
exactly.
came from? Like,
Same niggas in fucking China are making the same fucking shoes.
I'm like, bro, if that shoe looks 97% the same, that's not a fake. That's a replica. It's a
Nigga, it's
difference.
probably the same exact factory. They just pay niggas to make a different mark on the shoe.
Yeah, or they're just like, all right, yo, these are some shits you gonna sell on the side. We gonna sell them for those are like the replica prices.
All
But
right,
nah,
so what
I
I'm
can
doing that,
understand.
but
I can understand niggas
I
paying
just
full
like
price and getting a replica and being tight. Because listen, I bought fake sneakers
no,
before,
yeah.
and they're heavily marked down for a reason.
No, I'd definitely be mad if I bought fake sneakers, but I'm talking about the lawsuit. Fuck the lawsuit, because how the fuck would anybody know? Unless it was like egregious. If it was like Jumpman's, if it
Yeah,
was like
he said Jordan never did that move.
yeah, no, if it was that bad, then yeah, no, we get it. We get it for sure, yeah.
They got a custom colorway. Oh, I never seen that Captain America colorway. Yeah, it's an exclusive. Yeah, like they even got the fake off whites. I'm like, bro, if I'm buying a fake or something, it's like it's a low key sneaker. I'm not buying a fake of a sneaker that everybody want.
Yeah, exactly, nigga.
Like
I'm on some
I'm gonna
fake
buy some
Jordan
fake Air
3.
Force Ones, the white ones, for like $20. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not about
I'm
to
buying some fake Birdreaux, because when the fuck was the last
some
time
what?
Birdreaux was in
A
you said what?
what? A fake a Birdreaux?
Birdreaux. You never heard of fucking Jordan 8 Birdreaux?
Oh, Bordeaux, nigga. This nigga said
Bordeaux.
Birdreaux. Uncultured bitch.
uh,
Birdreaux. There we go.
oh,
Yep.
I'm uncultured, but I had a pair. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm uncultured.
Yeah, you ain't even know what you had. It's
No, you know
what's
what,
that
you're right.
Kanye line where he's talking about he couldn't pronounce what he had? I forgot what it was.
No, you're right. They're definitely Bordeaux. You're definitely
Yeah,
100%
it's
right.
French. I know that.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I'm about to say I took French class. It's Bordeaux.
When was
Let me
the?
see.
As a matter of fact, when was the last time Bordeaux were out? Because I haven't bought a pair since like 2013, maybe.
Well, think about it. That's the other thing with the Nike releases. They just re-release other shit, and like you know what I'm saying. So it's like, bro, y'all release schedules and all this shit. I understand why niggas a fake and two why there's middlemen. You niggas created this problem. I don't feel sorry for niggas at all. Sorry,
Hmm.
not
For
for
sure,
Nike
yeah.
at least. I feel sorry for the people who get duped out of you know what I mean. Some legit sneakers. That's about it though. Rest of you niggas don't care. Didn't ask. Plus you're a billionaire. All right. Well, looks like we just about covered everything. I think the only thing left on this
Did
list
we?
was learning from niggas who fail. Do I want to talk about that?
Surprised we covered everything. It didn't seem like we. Oh, let me let me check the list. Because
Yeah, it seemed like we malingered around a couple things, huh?
the authority on these things.
That's not what malinger means. Never mind.
What does malingered mean? I feel like it's
Exaggerate
gonna.
or feign illness in order to escape duty or work. I
Oh,
was
I
gonna
be
say
doing
like
that all the time.
I
Yeah.
was thinking maybe it's meander. Let's see what
Yeah,
meander
no,
means.
meander is definitely what you thought it was.
Is that what I thought it was? Let me see. Let me see. Wander at random, proceed aimlessly or with little purpose. It was definitely meandering.
Are you adding shit to the list as we go on?
No, let's cross the stuff off.
No, but I'm talking about at the bottom: Nazi occultism,
Oh, I was
President
just this is
Hitler,
like I
Disney,
just like kind of like
copyright.
do the thing of what we spoke about.
This nigga keeping bro.
Of
Ain't
what we
no
spoke about, yeah. That's usually
this
where I keep
nigga
the
keep
titles.
bro. You keeping a fucking
I'm glad it's
what?
episode 48 and you've seen this for the first time.
What Idris Elba say? Nigga, are you keeping a registry of fucking
Registry.
you haven't seen fucking The Wire, have you?
Yeah, I did.
So you know the scene with Idris Elba when all the niggas are like talking in like the fucking what
like
was
the
it,
little conference
hotel
room or whatever.
conference room,
Yeah.
and then the nigga was writing notes. He said, "Nigga, are you taking notes
Oh
in a
yeah,
fucking
yeah. He said, "Give me that
mastermind?"
shit, man. What is wrong with you, man?"
So that's what I'm getting at when you taking notes.
He said, "What the fuck is you doing, man? Come on, give me
Nigga,
that
are you
shit, man."
taking notes on a criminal mastermind that today?
He said, "Okay, make sure the underlings know their role." He's oh, what happened? Oh, you don't want me to write that? how
Fucking
how
love.
come?
I love drug TV shows. I gotta watch Ozarks and I gotta rewatch The Wire.
Yeah, I
I
rewatched The Wire not too long ago. It was definitely
nigga,
worth it.
I rewatch The Wire every 5 years. It's like a tradition.
Yo, you know what's so funny though? I always think of because I remember even before I watched it, I remember hearing people complain about season two with the what is it like with the Greeks and the white boys
Yeah,
down at the
yeah,
dock, and I
yeah.
was like, bro, this shit was all good, and it set
I
up the
agree.
rest of the
No,
series. Like, I don't
I
understand what
definitely
y'all was
agree.
tripping.
When I
Like,
first,
I was shocked. I didn't know what was happening at first, but once I got it, I was like, oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
no,
it's all the same. It's all
all lines
connected
up. It's the same shit.
because the only thing is like they don't show anyone else but the Greeks for like an episode or two, so like you're confused, like, okay, what's going on? And
And
then
then
they
you
finally
see the
show,
most and
yeah, and
yeah,
then you're like, oh, okay, okay, say less. My bad. You was just tying it all together. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I definitely
He's
agree.
saying, shh, bro, it's 5 seasons, bro. You will forget whatever we telling you.
I 100% love season
Oh, he said
two.
that's where I'm at. Oh, we ain't talking about none of the story plots. We just talking about how people didn't like season two, and it's necessary. You like season two sets up the entire rest of the series. A lot of
Yeah,
people
no,
said it
you
was slow or it was
definitely
boring. It wasn't slow. It wasn't boring. Y'all niggas just don't know how to follow shit.
exactly. Niggas just saw season one. Was like, oh, she bet niggas in the hood selling crack, bro. Let's go.
Where and then they
No,
saw white people. Oh my!
hey people,
I
this
didn't
shit
watch
boring.
this for white people.
Bro.
Yeah, it's definitely way
No, it's
different. Like
definitely different for sure. Yeah,
it's a huge difference, but it gets
yeah,
right back to the shit in a little bit.
literally, yeah.
Don't even
It's
trip.
season three is both entertaining and necessary. I mean,
Not
that's
even.
just
Yeah,
season
yeah,
two.
and
Season
like
two is both entertaining and necessary.
and even with two, like it gets right back to it after a couple episodes. Like it's not
Yeah,
like like they, you gotta wait 7, 8 episodes and like nah, after like 2 or 3 they
no,
set it up. All right, let's get to it.
literally, this shit is all connected. Literally,
It's all connected, fam. Yeah, coincidence. A coincidence.
yes, it is.
Ah.
It's amazing. But no, season two is a good season. Season two is actually, I would go so far as to say, season two
I wouldn't
is,
say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
yeah, really?
The best season? I wouldn't say that.
Nigga, what? No, I wasn't gonna say it was the
Oh,
best
I'm sorry.
season. Are you
I'm
smoking
sorry.
crack? The fuck?
I might be.
No, I was gonna say season two is probably one of the best setup seasons for a series that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. I would argue season 3 is the best season. The one right after that, to be honest with you.
I didn't say it was the best season overall. I said it was the best season to set up shit.
No, I know, no, it is. But I would argue 3 is actually the best season of the show, in my opinion. Either
Oh,
3 or 4, but it just gets better as it goes. Like 1 was really good. 2,
when did Merlot show up? Four,
Marlo.
right? I
I
feel like
think that
Merlot was in
was
season
4.
four. That's why I think season four was the best season.
I think that was 4.
When
Yeah, it was. It was. It
when
was.
did
It was.
Snoop go to the hardware store looking for a nail
That
gun?
was probably 4, I believe, because
Yeah,
4 was Marlo. So yeah,
season
right.
four was crazy. Snoop went to the hardware store looking for a nail gun. She had this white nigga explaining to
Yeah, I
her
was screaming
gun
that.
power and all that
I remember
shit.
seeing that clip years ago without the context, and it was still funny.
Yeah, yeah, it's still funny. Yeah, it's always funny.
But nah, 3 is hard. 3 is like Amsterdam and all that. I think 3 is kind of
Yeah.
where it really, really like jumped up. And from 3 on, it's just I'm turning up a little more this time.
No, this shit. No, this pod made me want to go back and rewatch The Wire. 'Cause
Do it, you won't. No boss. He said,
You talking to a nigga that got both Hulu and HBO Max, which The
"Ooh,
Wire is on both
it's on
of.
birth."
It's on both of.
It's in weird thing.
It's on birth of.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that happened this week that we should care about? This week was I don't know if it was like an eventful week or if I was just paying attention this week, and I don't be paying attention other times.
I mean, we didn't talk about Roe v. Wade, or
Oh
did
yeah, we
we?
didn't. We didn't talk about it last week either. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't have much on it. And plus, for me, especially when it comes to like abortion and shit, like I'm very, it's cut and dry on me. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about them kids or them quote unquote kids. They ain't kids, nigga. Like so,
Yeah.
it's just simple with me. I'm just like, listen, dog. I don't give a fuck about none of
Nigga,
that.
all I'm saying is, take a redacted and go and redacted them niggas. Yeah, they can't.
Huh?
They can't overturn Roe v. Wade if they don't got redacted in their head.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Coincidence.
yeah, coincidence.
Somebody modded Mog out of his robe and put him in a regular fit.
What does the record fit look like? What does it look like?
That nigga look like Jason Bateman.
Oh, God.
That's gotta be the picture. I'm making that shit the picture.
Literally what Jason Baby be wearing, bro. You be wearing the fucking button down with the cardigans, mog and dad clothes, bro.
I'm screaming, man. Oh man. Whew, okay, hold on. All right, yeah, that's gonna have to be the thumbnail. That shit is killing me. Boy standing up.
Really? That?
I mean, what else would it be? A pair of Jordan Bourdreaux or Birdreaux?
You right.
Yeah,
You right.
yeah, I know. Teehee. All right, all right, all right. What else? What else? What else? There was something else that I didn't want to talk about it, but it was something I was thinking about. It was about like potential. Cause I had heard niggas talking. It's basically saying like everyone has unlimited potential. They feel like black folks focus too much on like what we don't have and da 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 and all of this. And the reason why I didn't like that was because I felt like, well, one, you have to focus on what you don't have to a degree because it's like if
How can you improve what you do have?
right, exactly, or you don't know what you even like. People are like, well, we shouldn't aspire to be them, and I'm like, no, we shouldn't, but we should aspire to be the best. And if they have some of the best, then you get what I'm saying. Like you're cheating yourself by
Mhm.
just thinking, well, it's white folks. I ain't gonna copy them. I ain't gonna be like them. Dog, what do you? It's not about being like them. Like if they found a way to make to you know what I mean to break the ceiling
Yeah.
and get to the roof, and then yeah, nigga, y'all need to know that. But then even the other thing is like the unlimited potential part. I felt like was a little bit capped because I'm like I feel like at birth, right? In a perfect world, everyone's potential is 99, right? But then think about it. If I'm born into a place to where I I'm eating, I don't know what I'm eating for breakfast nor dinner. My potential ain't the same, right? If I'm going to a place where I got one parent instead of two, my potential ain't the same. Like it can't be because you spend out years upon years upon years upon years. I think it lowers that ceiling. And the analogy that I used was like, let's say you like a football player, right? You 20 years old and you get drafted to the Browns.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You get drafted to the Browns. They don't know how to develop people at your position. So you spend 5 years with the Browns and they basically just waste your potential. And then you leave. You go somewhere else and you go to the perfect organization. They know exactly what to do with D lineman and you a D lineman, right? And then your career has a resurgence, right? And you like, yeah. Da, 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 da. I don't think that person gets all of that potential back. You know what I'm saying? Like I like so my thing is like say if you were destined to be like a 95, I think at this point your cap might be different. You might not be 95 max no more. You might be 91 max, 90 max. Because them 5 years you spent in a place that wasn't nurturing your potential kind of hampered your potential. And so I feel like that's what happens with a lot of black folks, where it's like we don't have the same potential. And that's not to like discourage niggas. It's not to tell niggas you can't do it. You can't make it out, da da da, because people do make it out. For every but the thing is, like for every one Tyler Perry who had slept in his car and turned into a billionaire, there's 1,000 niggas who slept in their car and never made it.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like So it's like, yeah, of course you can make it, but I think a lot of people aren't willing to. I don't know. I think a lot of black folks, they either take it's like extremes, right? They either look at it as, well, we can never be them, we can be never as good as them, or it's like, well, we can be better than, we got unlimited potential. You could be president, you could be everything, you could do, and it's like, the truth is somewhere in between the two, where it's like, listen, you can be a lot of great things in this world, and I think once you remove yourself from certain situations, you can be even better. But I don't know if everyone has unlimited. Like, if you spent 17 years, right, with one parent, you barely eating food every night, dog, your potential can't possibly be the same as a kid who had both parents.
Literally,
And
your brain doesn't work the same way. You
right,
don't
exactly.
think. Yeah,
You're not getting the
exactly. You're
same
not
sustenance.
thinking.
You're not getting the same nutrition. You're not getting the same affection. You're not getting the same care. So it's like, and again, it's not even to be on some like negative shit. It's just like, bro, these are the realities that black people, or not just black people, but like marginalized groups face. And I think people do themselves a disservice when they pretend like, oh nah, you could be anything. And I'm just like, yeah, you could. But at the same time, like, again, you have to understand that sometimes
There's
you gotta
test
remove yourself.
scores. So you're if a person that's not getting food regularly,
Yeah, their
they're
test
not
scores
gonna
will
be
be
able
lower.
to.
Right.
Exactly.
They'll be able to focus less in class. And that all is it's a snowball. And that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. Like, every single one of these things snowball. So it's like, you can't tell me if my living environment is fucked up, my parental situation is fucked up, my food situation is fucked up, all these situations is fucked up. You can't tell me I got the same potential as a nigga who has it all. You know what I mean? I just don't think so. Now that doesn't mean I can't be great. I can even be greater than him. Because just because his potential is 99 don't mean he gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, his potential could be 99 and he could just decide, nah, I'm gonna go make music, and makes terrible music and gets involved in drugs. And you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of different things. But I don't know. I just feel like it's like a lot of black folks try to like sell these like fairy tales almost, where it's like, look, bro, like, the situations change things. And I think the problem is, the reason why I say that is because then you get the niggas like Tyler Perry, and we look at them and we hold them in a certain regard, but then it's like there's no expectation for Tyler Perry to come back and to pull y'all out of that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's just like, well, I made it, y'all could too. Yeah, but you made it in spite of your situation. Like, you being homeless didn't make you a better person, dog. You get, like, these traumas don't make you better people. And a lot of times that shit breaks people. So
But I
I don't
mean,
know.
at the same time, you're right. But a lot of people look towards Tyler Perry or Oprah, for inspiration.
Hmm. And I'm not to say that they shouldn't, but you still have to be realistic with it. You have to understand that Tyler Perry's a billionaire. If I'm 10%
Yeah,
on what he is, I'm still a success. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
if I'm 1% of that, what's 1% of a billion? Like, I'm still a success. It's like 1,000. So it's like, I think, not to say that niggas shouldn't shoot for the stars, right? But it's just like, I think, and this is with any kid. I don't even think this is just a black thing, but like, when you just put it in people's heads that they can be anything, not every kid can be everything. There's certain kids who don't
yeah.
have that. They're not like, bro, this kid's never gonna be the president, and it's not because he's black. It's not because he's from a certain neighborhood. He's just not a president. That's just
Mhm.
not his vibe, nigga. Like, but whatever he is gonna be, he could be great at it. And I think too, like, we sell that to niggas, and it's like, it feels good, but it's kind of empty, you know. And I always felt like it was empty, and it's like idealist. It's not. It doesn't acknowledge the actual realities of the world, which is that, listen, if a
Exactly.
kid ain't eating every day, how the fuck is he supposed to be the president? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he supposed to rise above that? Now, I'm not to say that he can't, and he probably will, because you don't have no other choice. You either rise above it or you don't. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't like that focus on just focusing on the exceptions, because
Mhm.
we lose sight of the reasons why the other 1,000 niggas didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like a disservice in a sense. It's like, dog, no, 1,000 people didn't make it. Yes, you made it, but we gotta change it so where them 1,000 niggas don't fail no more. Because you being the one nigga who made it is a success story, but at the same time, it's sad because you the only nigga who made it, and you probably weren't the best
Exactly.
nigga there. That's the crazy part. Like, think about the people who did make it. Those aren't necessarily the best people in these situations. Nigga, it's people with more talent than niggas in the NBA who just never made it. You know what I'm saying? It's more talent people than, you know what I mean? You a photographer for Vogue or for Vanity Fair. Bro, it's people anywhere who had that talent, but they just never made it. I was focused on eating. I was focused on living. So that's why I don't know. I just think I don't know. I just think like we gotta address the situations and the circumstances, and I think we do ourselves a disservice by only focusing on either one, right? Like if you only focus on how bad your environment is, that's not gonna help you. But if you only focus on, well, Tyler Perry made it, Oprah made it, Oprah, yeah, but it's a reason they made it. You meet the right people. It could be luck, even. You gotta understand, a lot of
Yeah,
this is luck, nigga. But yeah, let me get off my soapbox real quick because I'm sweating and it's time for me to head out of here.
you sweating? Damn, you going that hard?
No, it's just hot in this room. Nigga said, I'm talking to my people, man.
I get it though. I definitely get it.
But yeah, so anything else? None? No?
No, yeah, no. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, in that case, I think
Wait. No, I haven't slandered Elon Musk yet.
oh, brother. Okay.
Elon Musk is a piece of shit, and I hate this motherfucker,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've
you
heard.
could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard. Joe
yeah,
Biden, don't forget the student loans. Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. We heading
yeah.
out.